Man, Jake Paul out here beating up on the old people. Skai Jackson, baby daddy, said, I can't stand this. I can't even say it that early. My coach gonna hit me. But hey, man, this tells some clip. You know we got the weekly tea, so you already know what you need to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, while you at it, hit that like button. While you at it, hit that notification bell, because why be in the mid out here crashing out? Bronny James out here getting special treatment, and I want that TLC. But hey, it's your boy Jesse J, Felix Supreme 305, with my co-host
Chico Grande Chico, 2-time Shooter McGavin, baby. And you know who didn't shoot this weekend?
What?
That bum Lamar Jackson.
Man,
but that's besides the point. We'll get back into trash quarterbacks on our NFL show tomorrow. But it's time to bring in episode 182.
Hey, ain't you glad we not bringing you no Diddy topics?
Oh, they see your Diddy comments.
Whoa,
they see who you're supporting.
First off, I be going.
Everyone say lock up Felix Supreme. Felix Supreme in the little lock up emoji.
Nah, but you know who has been trying to lock me up? Facebook. Facebook has been flagging all my posts on stories. I be posting my regular motivational stuff, and they like, nah, Jesse, it's too much buttocks. I'm like, what?
This guy has a spam page.
Nah,
I don't know what he's running. That's why I had to break off and make my own Instagram separate from his. I'm not getting caught up in that. I ain't going down with that shit.
I mean, who thought, man, it's just Ruby Rose with endorsing or advertising Prize Picks.
What?
That's all I'm be posting on my story mode. A little motivational speaking.
That ain't motivational.
Oh my gosh. It's motivation.
That's temptation. And I'm going to deliver you from evil. But
man, you started enough already. But man, I'm so glad we made it to another week. Are you ready to start the show? Or you got something to say?
No, I'm ready.
Oh man.
We got to talk about old people. One last hurrah.
Oh my
One
God.
last ride. Legends never die.
It looks like this legend almost died several times in and out of the ring. But hey, man, this is just crazy. The fight actually happened. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I thought he wasn't gonna make it because the last one got postponed because he had the whole hip problem situation, which is very common.
Wasn't it more than a hip? I know it was something on his body, but didn't he have like a health or like heart
condition?
Yeah, something with his heart.
Yeah, he had that too. But we got a video right here. We're gonna play Mike Tyson talking. We got Jake Paul talking. We got people talking about how much money Mike Tyson actually reeled into this.
They both made out like bandits. Let's go ahead and check the video, and then we'll throw in our 2 cents.
I'm gonna have to find me an old person.
I already found one.
Pause.
You co-host.
I'm knocking myself out.
You're the old person I can beat up on. But let's roll the clip.
What's your prediction?
Vicious win.
Vicious win. Thank you, Dad.
Love you.
Love you too.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Beat the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
is there a height limit in boxing?
Trying to be funny.
Is there a height limit?
58 years old.
I thought I was going deaf and when you're coach.
And
What you
we
doing
got
with audio?
20 in. I'm proud of him.
20 of them.
Give me 20 million right now. Anybody give me 20 million right now, I'm jumping in the ring with Gervonta. Tank gotta knock me out. 20 mil. Fight on Netflix with Boosie. Yeah, we gonna break the numbers.
We don't break the numbers.
I'm gonna throw more than Tyson throw. I bet you that. Might put me up, but hey, 20 mil. I need that 20 M. I'm gonna throw them.
Who should Jake Paul face next? This is one of those situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to get in the ring one last time. I almost died in June, had 8 blood transfusions, lost half of my blood and 25 pounds in the hospital.
Damn.
And had to fight to get healthy to fight, so I won. To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter half my age in front of a packed Dallas Cowboys stadium is an experience that no man has the right to ask for. Thank you.
Thank you for
Paul
reading that, because
Tyson.
I would have took me like the whole podcast to finish that paragraph.
You're welcome, Coach. But yeah, Jake Paul definitely took it easy on Mike Tyson. Like I just took it easy on my co-host.
Whatever, you ain't the lies. But nah, man, this fight was crazy. I mean, first off, before we even talk about the fight, The fights before that were really the main events. Because that one dude, he fought from San Antonio. That was a pretty good fight. It was the second fight before the main event.
Man, let me bring us back on screen. But like, I really wasn't like looking like in these type of fights. Like, I'm not really looking into like the pre-fights. Well, I'm not a super boxing fan. I'll say that up front because some people are like, how do you not know every fighter's age and birthday and
mama name, daddy name, what they ate for breakfast?
Yeah. But it's like, no, we're casual fans when it comes to boxing. But no, the girls' fights was really good. I did feel like she what was the girl's name? She got robbed.
Yeah, one of the I forgot her name. Tyler. It
was Misfits Boxing, right?
Misfits Boxing, yes. But yeah, she definitely got robbed. I seen that. It was a gruesome fight. She had cut above the eye.
She got her eyebrow.
I don't know what's going on with these girl fights, but it's like
they get greedy.
Only the girl fights you see somebody bust it open, eye busted open about to like basically expose his whole self and rip off. And it's just disgusting because like I'm weak and
we know.
I give you the 1-2. Stop playing with me. I'm a real one.
I don't go that way.
I don't kidding.
You asked, I declined. It's simple as that.
Nah, but with the girl fights, they begin to cut on the eye, and the ref be like, "Do you still want to go? You want to go?" And the girls be like, "Yeah." But like, man, I would have tapped that. I'm like,
girls will fight to the death, man. They ain't trying to lose.
Definitely, they'll definitely fight to.
That's how you know Jake Paul didn't even care. He didn't even post the card on his Instagram.
It's gonna be that somewhere deep down in the no homo pause.
Oh, hey, watch, you'll get fined for that, sir. We'll get into that later. Okay, yeah, it was Katie Taylor versus Amanda Seriano. Sorry, I drew a blank on their names, but yeah, Seriano's pretty good. We liked her. She was the former champ, and we felt like she won. You look at the stats; everything said that she won. The only thing is that she did sustain a little bit more damage with the cut to the eyebrow, but we definitely don't think that was enough to win.
Was that right? What's his name? The third one, the Barrios versus the Ramos. Barrios is the dude from San Antonio.
San Antonio.
I don't know why I say it like San Antonio. So
Mario?
Yeah,
Barrios?
Yeah, he's from San Antonio.
He's from the Barrio.
He lost.
Barrio from the Barrios.
He lost his fight, but I mean that was a real good fight. The girl fight was the best fight. Everybody hands down is saying that was the main event card, and
they're gonna have to do a third one, man, because like a lot of people feel like she was robbed, and now it's split. It's 1-1, so we got to get the final decision fight.
I mean, we definitely got the final decision. Oh wait, so that means we have to see another Jake Paul fight.
No, we don't. They could do their own thing.
Nobody ain't paying for that. You heard what they did?
Oh, it's most valuable promotions. It's not even Misfit.
Exactly. That's because when Jake Paul make fights, he make money.
Was that his brothers with
Logan?
Yeah, Logan Paul with KSI.
Yeah,
that's there.
That could have been theirs in Prime and all that stuff. But
this fight was rigged, man.
We're going to talk about the main event. So the main event, it was the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Now this fight, like we said earlier, it got postponed. It finally happened. This time they fought, instead of regular size 10-ounce gloves, they fought with 14-ounce gloves. So that means it's more cushion. So when you hit somebody, they don't really feel it. It's like pillows. But they fought in 8 2-minute rounds, which isn't normal. Usually they do like 3-minute rounds. But this was a real short. I mean, Mike Tyson old, so what you expect?
You know all about that, co-host. When you get older in age, having to modify your rounds.
Listen, man,
sometimes you can't get those 3-5-minute rounds anymore. You got to knock them down to a minute and a half.
Sometimes you in the bathroom giving yourself a motivational speech so much that she falls asleep.
Oh, I'm so glad that's what you said. I thought you were saying you're giving yourself something else.
Nah, the motivational speech. You ever did that stuff in the bathroom?
We know why you removed that.
Giving the Muhammad Ali speech, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Nah, but
so he gets ripped off. Oh my God! Sorry to happen to you, co-host.
No, fool, no. Okay, so back to what
now you're just like a Ken doll, just smooth under there.
Horrible. But back to what we were saying. So with this whole fight, a lot of people knew that this fight was rigged. Some people even lost.
It's a money grab.
A lot of people said it was a money grab. Some people even lost money. And I knew Mike Tyson was gonna lose as soon as I seen that Drake betted on Mike Tyson, because Drake never win a bet. I have never seen it that Drake bet on somebody.
He does good on like some of the gambling games, like playing blackjack and roulette.
That's because it's probably not him.
No, he's playing it like online. It's like, you know, where they're like doing it on the internet, but they have like cameras and like real setups.
Oh, so you actually see the person, so you can't be cheating.
Yeah, it's not just like like video game. It's like they really have like people set up.
I still doubt that, but that still doesn't make no sense. As soon as I seen that, I was like, damn,
They losing.
They lose. I see some people
Just like Kentucky.
I see some people saying there's going to be they lost at least more than 1,200. And with this situation, to make matters even worse, this is actual sanctioned fight. So after the fourth round, if nobody got knocked out, it counted. And if you actually look at the boxing record, it actually is on Mike Tyson's boxing record that he lost to Jake Paul, which I don't even know why you would even
he doesn't care. He doesn't care, man. Like his record is his record, and if you want to pull up and say, "Oh, he has one extra loss," that's like a little Boozy said. I'll take a loss for $20 million.
I mean,
put me in there with Gervonta.
True that. I mean, I did see that. I mean, because I was looking at the prices of like all the fights that he did have and how much money he made. The most money he ever made for a fight was like $105 million. That was Lennox Lewis. But then under that, he fought like Bruce Sheldon and like Holyfield. That's on like 35 and 30 million. So to make $20 million at 60 years old,
I mean, yeah, that's like a top 5 purse in your 60s.
Exactly.
You can't beat that.
You really can't beat that. And a lot of people.
I love Mike Tyson, so no hate towards Mike Tyson. He's feeding his family. He's getting extra money because I know he got ripped off by Don King back in the day and took a lot of his real earnings and his money. And he was young and didn't have the best guidance after, was it Customato? Mm-hmm. His boxing trainer passed away. He kind of went down a dark path and got in trouble and then went to jail and was really never the same fighter after he came back from jail. But he still was redeemed himself with like doing movies and like The Hangover. Remember, he was a big part of The Hangover, and then now doing like podcast, and then he even has a vape line and all of that. So he completely turned it all the way around, and I'm glad to see he's doing good and got one last payday.
When did you get all that information? In the rehearsal, you be asleep. I'll be asking you questions. You be like, yeah. And I'll be in my head like, this man don't know nothing.
Because I watched a Mike Tyson documentary on his whole life, and I liked it, so I paid attention. So I actually know a little bit about Mike Tyson and how he was like bullied as a kid, and that's the whole reason he learned to fight is because he was picked on.
And he had the whole pigeon situation. Oh, did you see Jake Paul come out with the pigeon in the back? Disrespectful.
Correct me if I'm wrong about his boxing trainer's name, but I think that's right.
What?
Customato?
I think it was Customato.
Something like that.
But like we were talking about, I mean, like this is making $20 million at 60 years old is amazing. I was surprised he stood up this long. But were you one of the people that thought that he was gonna win? Like, did you think he was gonna win, or did you think outcome?
I think that if he was healthy, he could have definitely won. Like even at this age, if he was healthy enough, I think he would have had no problem beating him in a one-on-one. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It seemed like he was still injured. What he said, he had 8 blood transfusions.
I didn't even know that's
like lost 25 pounds. So I don't really feel he was at his peak. I mean, you could see he couldn't even move good in the ring.
He kept biting his glove.
He was biting his glove. They say that's like when sometimes boxers, when they're tired, they do that to keep the hand up so they don't get drilled in the face. Oh. But if you get caught, they sometimes they try to and they hit the glove while you're biting the glove and they hit that same glove. You better watch your teeth.
Definitely.
But I mean, they have mouth guards, so I don't know. But I don't know. You could tell like he didn't have it, man. He was just out there like, I'm not gonna pass up this payday. I'm getting out there any way I can.
But before the fight started, if somebody gave you $20 million and they said, "What you betting? Are you betting this gonna be a Jake Paul win, a Tyson win, or a draw?"
I would have put it on Jake Paul.
Jake Paul winning?
Yeah.
You still knew Jake Paul was gonna win?
Jake Paul is like the number one
finesse.
He's like the Kansas City Chiefs all over again. It's like, how do they have that record? Like, they're not even playing well when they only have one loss. Like, what's going on there? That's literally Jake Paul. He only lost to Tommy Fury, the one person that was actually half decent at boxing, who wasn't even pro, that was just straight up amateur, amateur boxer, and I don't think had any like real pro fights.
I mean, yeah.
So he lost to a boxer's brother, not even a real boxer, a boxer's brother. So, that's crazy.
It is crazy, but who do you think you want to see him fight next? Because, I mean, you seen Gervonta Davis say that
Ryan Garcia was calling him out. I think that would be very interesting.
You think that
if they could fight in like a non-sanctioned fight, so it doesn't go on Ryan Garcia's record? Because I know he's like suspended for a year. So Ryan Garcia said that he could do that like before he comes back to like real boxing. He could fight like Jake Paul.
I can see that,
like in a exhibition or something.
Do you think that's gonna get more money than him fighting LL Cool J?
Who, Jake Paul?
Yeah.
I think that sounds like it right up his alley too. Like LL Cool J's like, I ain't had a hit in a minute. I could maybe get like 12 mil. Let's do it.
I mean, I see that or see him go against 50 Cent.
What, you know how Boozy said, give me 20 mil and I'll get knocked out?
Yeah.
What if Jake Paul's like, oh, I want to fight podcasters. Jesse J, you're on my hit list. I'm offering you $5 million.
I take 5
to go in the ring. 3-minute rounds, 8 rounds if you can last it. You stepping in that ring? Because he's literally 6 foot, so he's literally our size. Yeah. He's literally our size, so it's not like you literally find someone the same size as you.
I take it. He light work. I mean, like I've seen a lot of boxer people talk about him. Like he ain't really improved and anything at all. I mean, I guess that's really because he moved up in weight. Cause
I think he's lying. I think he's 5'10".
He probably is, but I mean, he did move up in weight. So I mean, if I did fight him at 215, so if he at least like 220, I'm not 235. You wish I was 235, 295.
I'm just kidding.
Golly, nah. But and then on top of that, it can't be on Netflix because
I don't say there's no weight. You don't have to make no weight. Y'all just
it's heavyweight. Oh, I mean
heavyweight. There's no weight class. We're big enough. We would fight heavyweight. If me and you were professional boxers, we'd fight heavyweight.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead.
So you don't have to you don't have to make any weight.
That's why the whole him versus Gervonta Davis didn't even make any sense because Gervonta Davis is like 140
lightweight.
He like 140.
I forget. There's so many weight classes and they're all small. I think the most vicious is. I think the heavyweight is good. Like for just like giant people going at it, but as far as like true athletes plus giant people, I think light heavyweight has like the most assassins, where that's someone that's almost like a linebacker in football, where like they have a decent amount of size but they're still fast, like they could still move. Like when two like really good light heavyweights go at it, those are the type of matches that I like to see. Or I mean two like thinner heavyweights is also good, but they could kind of do both depending on their weight.
Those are the real good ones, but I mean,
even in UFC, those are my favorite weight classes as well.
True.
Heavyweight, light heavyweight.
True. I mean, those are the when you are lighter weight, when you are like middleweight, when you are middleweight and
lightweight, featherweight, and all that stuff.
And featherweight, the fights do look a lot better. Like the featherweight fights, they be moving all fast and everything, but you're really not gonna see a knockout.
But they're little.
You're not gonna see no knockout.
I mean, they can knock each other out little on little.
It happens sometimes.
But like that's why I can't really get into like Floyd Mayweather and all that stuff, because they're like the tail of the tape. This fighter is 5'6", weighing 140 pounds, and it's like I could have picked him and thrown him in like my freshman year in high school or as an 8th grader. Like that's crazy.
But I mean, that's why. Aren't you glad that whole time frame is over? Ain't no more Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather being the king of boxing. Now it's back to the heavyweights. Now it's Jake Paul, the real king of boxing.
I'm really into UFC now. I mean, I don't know everyone's name. I'm not an expert, but I'm really into UFC. I've never really gotten into boxing. Like I always like checking out the big fights on pay-per-view because it's like an event. You're either at a bar or someone's house and there's a handful of people, so it's like kind of fun. You know, and everyone gets all hyped when the big punch lands. You know, that's what I enjoy. But yeah, I've never gotten into boxing like that. I think I would have been into boxing.
The last boxing fight we went to was Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Everyone died that night, including myself. But yeah, props to Mike Tyson. Jake Paul said that he admits he took it easy on him, and I think with him admitting that, like, man, it's like a phony fight. And Steven Jackson said, I didn't like Jake Paul, but I can't say that he's not the biggest finesser of all time.
Boxing.
He's saving boxing, and you can't hate on a man that figured out how to like get $40 million like nothing.
True, and I mean, like,
because Jake got $40 million, Mike got 20.
Yep, and I mean, think about it. When you talk about boxing, the only reason why a lot of people aren't into it is not a lot of big names into it. Like you got Gervonta Davis, Terrence Crawford. You got Earl Spence, but Earl Spence got beat so bad
everyone loves Canelo.
But
Canelo's kind of getting old. He's kind of like in his Pacquiao Mayweather later stages.
And then
where he's not really knocking anyone out anymore. He's just winning by points.
But he's winning by points. And then Jake Paul is calling out Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo don't want to fight, which it doesn't make any sense.
Because Canelo's little, right?
No, he's not little. He's big. No homo, pause.
You're getting fined all kinds.
Hey
Siri.
He's big. He's big.
How tall is Canelo Alvarez? He's a midget.
But
I mean, I'm sorry. Sorry for all the vertically challenged people.
But it's weight wise. That's what we're talking about, right? Because you can be 5.
I mean, how heavy can you be at 5'7"? I mean, my God.
170.
I mean, he probably has to wear kids' shoes.
But if he can go up to at least 185. If you can meet me at 185 and I'm at least 190, I can do 190, 192.
In my prime in football, I was 185. But that was like senior year in high school.
So when was the college and going to the clubs and all that stuff? How much were you?
Like 215.
You were skinny and 215 like that? So how much are you now?
I don't even know. You don't want to mess around.
Oh, Lord.
All I can say is you don't want me sitting on you. You might lose your breath.
Okay, so moving on. How do you feel?
I'm at the size that my coaches always wanted me to be at. They're always like, you need to eat more. You're too skinny.
Oh, Lord. But do you feel like, do we need to have another pay-per-view on Netflix again? Because the way it was buffering and slowing down, because I thought it was just the way that we were watching it. I thought it was the way I was doing it. But then when you came over, you was like, oh, yeah, it was doing the same thing at my sister's house. And I was like, oh.
Oh, the Netflix messing up?
Yeah.
Yeah. People had memes, all kinds of memes. Like the real fight was Netflix is a Connect versus Connection or some shit.
That's a fine. It's a fine.
We're 21 minutes in. You can find these.
Horrible, but you know what's funny? So Netflix is trying to do more sport events. So they did the boxing.
They're literally just like slowly getting us back to cable. That's literally what they're doing. Like you got to own all these apps to watch all these sports.
It's probably gonna cost more than cable.
I mean, that's why you can go surf the seas if you know what I mean.
Horrible.
Ain't no price like free 99.
True, but if you didn't know, but Netflix is also hosting other sports events. So they did the Jake Paul thing. The next thing they're finna do is this Christmas. This Christmas they're hosting football events, 2 football events. They're doing this Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. That's gonna be on Netflix, and also the Ravens.
Chiefs is going down. So is the Swifties.
Horrible, and
also
Lamar
Jackson, you're losing again.
Horrible, and Lamar Jackson and the Houston Texans. They playing also Christmas Day.
Oh my God, they would give him that softball game.
Horrible.
Ridiculous.
So both those games are on Netflix. But people are worried about the whole bandwidth and the whole server for Netflix.
Oh, if it's gonna go down in like a big game.
Yeah, and it's gonna be trash.
I don't think they're used to that. Like,
like
people stream shows. Like a lot of times, like the show would premiere.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got better at that because like all the shows used to premiere at like 2 or 3 a.m. At least that's the way it was on Disney Plus.
Uh-huh.
But now they do them at normal time. Comment down below. Did Netflix show premiere usually in the evening? I think Netflix was good on that. I don't know why Disney ever did that. That was dumb. But I don't know. People don't watch it right away. You know, they may take them a whole week to watch episode 1.
Oh yeah, so it does.
So it's like time. It's not like 50 million people at once trying to watch one thing. But if you have a live event, that's what it is because people are going to watch live. Boxing, you watch live. You don't wait until it's over and then watch it.
True.
Because especially if you're on Instagram or any type of social media, there's that is the craziest thing. There is no way from hiding from sports. Like if you're like, oh, I'm working or oh, I'm doing this or that or I'm going to be busy and I can't watch the game. I'm going to watch it later. That means you have to put your phone on airplane mode. Because even if you have like Bleacher Report, you're getting an alert for any big game, even if it's not your team.
True. And also to piggyback off of what you said with the whole everything is going to be cable. If the Netflix successfully does the sports stuff, and because Netflix is about to do WWE starting in January.
Nobody cares.
Everybody cares. What are you talking about?
Kidding.
They got a new logo and all that.
They got the biggest fan base in the world. I'm trolling. Don't try to get me.
Slander them in the comments. So they finna have the SmackDown.
Wrestling died when WCW and NWO died.
Horrible. So they finna have that. They have the small events like this boxing, and they have the football.
They ain't small.
Eventually, have you noticed? Like, do you have Tubi and all the other apps? Have you seen Tubi?
You look like a Tubi user.
But Tubi has they have live television streaming.
You know what's funny is like how I always said like cable's basically coming back. You know what I noticed on Disney like Plus and some other apps?
What?
They now they have all the whole library, but then it's like now they'll have like 5 streams that are just playing live.
It'd be like Disney Plus, Disney XD.
It'll be Well, yeah, it'll be
Disney
like
Vault.
Yeah, it'll be like Disney Vault, and it's playing all the classics live, like back to back to back. Or it'll be like Disney seasonal. So if it's like Halloween, it's gonna play Halloween. Christmas, it's gonna play Christmas stuff. You know,
Does it play live stuff that's like playing on TV at the same time? Like
well, no, it's like that's what I'm saying. It's almost like you go down to the live part, and there's like 4 or 5 like different ones, and you click on it, and you just pick up wherever it's playing live.
Oh, so eventually they finna start showing it, streaming exactly. Pretty
So that's
soon.
what I'm saying. Like they're working us back into like cable.
It's a trap.
They ain't, capitalism always gonna find a way, man.
Exactly, man.
They get, and you're gonna keep commercials. Remember whenever you went online and you could watch stuff. Remember when YouTube didn't have ads like that? I feel like
man.
YouTube has gotten ridiculous with ads, where it's like you get to skip an ad now, but it's you're skipping an ad to another ad, and then you got to wait 10 more seconds, and then you can get past that.
They
ad.
finna get you with an ad regardless.
And I'm sorry because we're monetizing on all our channels by gaming.
It sucks.
And so we got to hit y'all with ads, but that's the only way we make money.
And it doesn't. And I hate the ads. Like I'll be like screen recording a topic, and then an ad come out. I'm like, what? Like what am I supposed to do? And then I'll let it play out. Then I stop it.
You know, that's
and then
probably
I
the
rewind
worst
it.
thing about being a content creator is like, you think that if you got big enough to have a channel be monetized, where you're literally a partner with YouTube, you work with YouTube, you work for YouTube, that they would give you YouTube Premium for free.
You still on that?
Like, I still don't understand. Like, we earned your respect. We earned the views. We got the views. We got the likes. We got the comments.
You
We got the
didn't get a
watch
discount.
hours. We don't get no discount. We don't get no, like, here is, like, YouTube, like, partnership. Like, it's like you get an ad every other video. No. They just like, no, you got to still pay for that like you're everybody else. So how you get no privileges?
No respect.
We want all the fixins.
Exactly. I need
the fixins?
Exactly. But comment down below how you feel about this whole finesse game. Is Jake Paul the new finesse guy like Floyd Mayweather? Or will you pay
I'll
for
fight
another
my co-host for $500,000.
I'll fight you
and I
for
won't
free.
hold back.
I'll fight you for the frosted flakes I got on top of the refrigerator. Stop playing. These hands.
I'll fight you.
Hit you with the whoops.
You ain't got no hands.
Horrible.
If your feet are anything like your hands, I'm not worried. I've seen you get crossed up on the court. I don't think your hands will be able to keep up either.
You disrespectful. But like I said, comment that down below. Moving on to the next topic. Moving on from one news to some tragic news.
My co-host is idol, the man that he loved since he was born, the guy that he strived to be, Mr. Denzel Washington. See, good, taken to jail.
You know what's funny?
I'm calling non-emergency. I'm telling them we got another
growing up. Side note, moving on.
You love Bad Boy.
Growing up,
you were a bad girl.
I love Diddy. Diddy was like the best because he was the only black person doing all this other stuff. Then you heard his story. I don't know if his story was true, but how he started off in the.
What
gas
about
station.
Fat Farm?
I didn't even
You was rocking Fat Farm.
I was rocking.
Comment down below if you're a Fat Farm kid.
I was rocking Fat Farm, but they weren't in no
Yes, you
music
were.
videos. I said I was.
Yes, I was.
I was, but they wasn't in no music videos. I mean, I didn't see like it wasn't like Diddy. Diddy's over here doing Shaq videos with Shaq. The word for right rhymes and right checks.
Yeah, Diddy was everywhere. I mean, making the band. He has so many iconic moments, like MTV Cribs, all that stuff. All his reality shows. What was the girl making the band with Danity Kane? Was that also called Making the Band?
Yeah, it's also called Making the Band.
So yeah, he had tons of reality shows. I mean, Dave Chappelle even made fun of him in his skits. About sending them across Brooklyn on a bridge with no car to get him cookies or something.
Some
random.
cheesecake for Beyonce. Get it right. It was for Beyonce.
It wasn't for Beyonce.
That's what they said. It came out later on. It's for Beyonce. Like
Then Jay-Z better be upset.
It was horrible.
You want Diddy giving your girl cheesecake?
She was on the song. Probably he had to do a song.
She
for
was
it.
on more than a song. I can tell you that.
Horrible. But moving on. So like we're talking about, Gladiators 2 is being called out for being homophobic. So if you did,
like
my co-host is
my co-host. I support that LGBTQ. You see who I hired?
Like Central C say.
How can I be homophobic?
My bitch is gay.
You probably got fined twice.
Probably got fined my whole.
We're probably gonna get a letter on this channel like y'all doing too much.
Exactly, but we're gonna play the video right here. Basically, Denzel Washington talking about this.
Smooching man. He was licking tonsils.
It was great.
Unforgivable.
But
that took your breath away?
Wait.
Him licking tonsils literally took your breath
It
away?
didn't take my breath away, but wait. So if he did this and the scene was cut out, did it really happen?
Yes, because we're talking about it right now.
You're right.
Someone didn't keep their mouth closed. Let's see the clip.
About having a relationship with other men in the film. So I wanted to ask how gay is the Roman Empire?
The entire empire, or I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it. They cut it. I think they got chicken.
I was going to ask because I just heard about the Paul and Pedro forehead kiss that apparently got cut from the movie.
I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, I kissed the guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet.
Oh man, well
I killed him about 5 minutes later, but
I mean it's Gladiator.
It's Gladiator. I want to do things I haven't done. I played Othello at 22. I'm about to play Othello at 70. After that, I'm playing Hannibal. After that, I've been talking with Steve McQueen about a film. After that, Ryan Coogler
Oh man, I didn't mean to pause it.
was writing a part for me in the next Black Panther. After that, I'm going to do the film Othello. After that, I'm going to do King Lear. After that, I'm going to retire.
Dang.
Ooh, and he's right here with the highest grossing Denzel
American
Washington
Gangster,
film.
Safe House, Philadelphia, The Pelican Brief, Equalizer. Man, I haven't seen like a lot of his top 5 grossing movies. I've seen American Gangster.
Mm-hmm. I've seen Safe House.
I think I've seen Safe House.
I think Safe House was the little. He was watching a little girl. No. Safe House that was Man on Fire. That was Man on Fire.
Yeah, I love Man on Fire. That's a great movie.
Safe House like he was in like this place far away.
Philadelphia. I don't remember that at all, but that looks like Tom Hanks in like the 80s. So you might have saw that. I wasn't alive yet. The Pelican Brief in '93. What do you mean? You're born?
Oh, the Equal.
Oh wait, it came out in '93. So yeah, we were both born. But
Equalizer.
you were like full on walking in consciousness. I was still a baby. The Equalizer in 2014. Yeah, I love that movie. Let me see if I could pause it.
It's gonna do some more. Oh, this is gonna stop. Oh, stop. Oh, that was it. I don't need those. So yeah, those are the 1 through 5s of basically Denzel Washington's highest grossing movies.
After that, I'm going to do the film Othello.
You think it was another? Did they do the
After
rest
that,
of them too?
I'm going to do King Lear. After that, I'm going to retire.
Yeah, they were there.
Bam.
So I did the other one, 6 through 10. The Inside Man, I remember that movie. Deja Vu, I think I remember that.
I remember Deja Vu vaguely. I think I only watched it once. Inside Man, also same. I don't remember that being Unstoppable in 2010.
I remember Flight. Flight was fire. When he drove the plane upside down, he was a drunk.
Man, these ain't
he was a
even like
drunk
half
pilot.
of the Denzel movies I like.
But these are the ones that
These none of them would have been like John Q. Is an epic Denzel movie.
Nothing. Did nothing.
What do you mean did not? Oh, at box office? Yeah, it's probably one of those movies that got a cult following after it came out.
I didn't watch John. I didn't like the John Q. It was too sad for me. It was the whole heart problem with the kid. It was really sad.
Yeah, it is.
It's horrible.
That's why it's great.
But
acting.
Flight was amazing. He was a drunk pilot. He was an alcoholic pilot.
They landed a plane upside down.
Fire in the grass.
What was the?
Which one?
I'm trying to forget. I forgot what movie. Well, I was trying to think about it.
American Gangster.
No, I seen American Gangster.
Talk about the one that everybody likes when he's a cop.
Where's that King Kong ain't got nothing on me?
That one. I forgot the name of that movie. So you got that movie. You got that movie, y'all. So
it's not like First Day. What is that?
So back to what we were talking about.
Training Day.
Training Day. That's what it was called. Training Day. So back to the topic at hand. So Denzel Washington is coming out in Gladiators 2. Gladiators 2 is a sequel to Russell Crowe's famous Gladiator movie.
The Equalizer movies were good.
Yeah. Two Guns is fire.
Two Guns is actually pretty good. Book of Eli. I absolutely love the Book of Eli.
Was good. American
was
Gangster.
One of my favorite. Inside Man. Okay, I did see that. I did see Inside Man. What is that?
Remember the Titans wasn't on here?
Remember the Titans is a GOAT movie. Remember the Titans should be number 1. The Manchurian
Candidate. It didn't gross that
much. Man on Fire. Antoine Fisher.
Which one? Let me see it. Is that we taught him how to read or something like that? Or was like
yes, they taught him how to read. Training Day came out in 2001. The Siege, The Fallen. Or Fallen. He Got Game, of course.
My favorite movie, He Got Game, hands down, best Denzel Washington. Man, comment down below your favorite Denzel
The Pelican
Washington
Brief. I don't remember that one.
We already
Crimson Tide. You didn't even mention Malcolm X. Shame on you, Coase.
What? Because I'm black. I gotta remember Malcolm X. That should have been the first one.
Yes. Glory. Didn't mention Glory.
You're supposed to remember that.
That's from '89. You definitely should have seen that. License to Kill.
I remember License.
That's probably his first big.
I remember
movie,
that
right?
one, License to Kill. That was good.
Flesh and Blood. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that
Wilma,
one.
I don't know. Carbon Copy. I don't know. License to Kill. I know I saw that.
I don't remember that. But what about Gladiator? Do you remember watching Gladiator
The first one.
with Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's one of the best movies of all time. It's probably, depending on like how much you love action, top 10, top 20 movie all time.
That.
No, I'm not talking about views. I'm talking about like quality movies. It won all kinds of awards, but I don't really care about movies that win awards. But that one did both. It captivated like the real audience and then like the award audience.
It did captivate both. But the fact that the only reason why people know about Gladiator 2 now is because of this whole homophobic thing. I mean, to me, people
How can I be homophobic?
Horrible. So to me, like, this just ruins the whole movie. Like, I mean, honestly, we didn't have to.
Because you didn't get Denzel kissing another man.
It's the Roman times.
So that's what
they
you want to see.
They should have did it.
They should have did it.
I mean, make it make sense. I mean,
we know who wrote the Free Diddy comment.
Horrible. But I mean, because think about it. In Roman times, this is the type of stuff that was going on.
This is the type of stuff.
This is the type of stuff that was going on. So why not show it? I mean, like it's not like it's like a Star Wars thing, and like, oh yeah, he's trying to get into the Millennium Falcon, and somebody just randomly just kisses him.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like Gladiator gave way. That's like they had the whole show Spartacus, which was really good, and Spartacus showed all that. It showed all the people that were all kinds of freak nasty. You're exactly right that a lot of the Romans were all like that. But I think in a movie that's a condensed form, you can maybe throw hints, but I don't think you really need to have that in there, man. We're going there to see fights. We're not going there to see diddles, okay?
True.
If you want to see diddles, watch Cinemax at night.
True, and then on top of that, like everybody was upset and mad because they thought like, oh yeah, the directors are turning everybody gay. They're making them make everybody go that way. They trying to force people. I thought
they were saying they're homophobic. So if they're making everyone gay, how are they homophobic?
No, but at first when this first came out, that Denzel Washington did the kiss.
I mean, Cat Williams did say, they may eventually make you put on a dress or kiss a dude, and I guess he wasn't lying.
You seen Tyler Perry? You seen horrible? You seen what's it called? Not Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo. What's the nanny thing? No, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. You got that.
That's Robin Williams.
You got Martin Lawrence dressing up in outfits. You got Will Smith dressing up in outfits.
Pretty sure
you got Leonardo DiCaprio in Total Eclipse. Come on now.
It's crazy that you know all those scenes off memory. That is absolutely wild. That is wild information. We know what you're watching on your free time.
You never seen 6 Degrees by Will Smith?
I think that you've seen 6 Degrees
6 times.
There will be, if you do, I will be looking for a new host. If you want to comment down below your resume, I will be checking out resumes. I am actively looking for a replacement. So please help me out because I don't know what's going on with this guy. We might gonna have to put him in a reserve role. He's good at cooking. We might have to move him to the kitchen.
So Bronny James now. I'm playing two ways.
Oh, we already knew that you're playing two ways. No, Bronny James.
Nah, you play.
Well, that's why you're getting kicked off as
the main
co-host.
Nah, can't be kicked off. But back to the.
I mean, we could bring back the voice from the side.
Nah,
you
can move to the side voice.
The voice from the side dude instead of the voice from the side chick with Chelsea.
Horrible.
Comment down below if you miss Chelsea. Do we need to bring Chelsea back and have Jesse sit on the side?
Oh, man.
Sideline shoddy.
Speaking of side, but comment down below how you feel about this whole situation with the whole Gladiator 2. Do you feel like Denzel Washington shouldn't have just told us about this? Or do you feel like...
Do you think it was a mistake of him saying it in an interview and then them making a whole big deal about it? Yes. He should have just left it alone. Because now that he mentioned it, that's what caused this whole immediate frenzy. Instead of talking about the movie or the possible awards or how much money or how much dedication it take to make, They're talking about a kiss that didn't even make the dang movie.
The kiss of death.
Yep. That's what it ended up being.
But comment down below how you feel about that.
She should have asked Denzel if he liked it. That'd have been the ultimate.
He volunteered it. That's the crazy
Sounds
part.
like he liked it.
He improvised.
I think he was like, yeah, I kissed him and then I killed him. You know how that goes.
The boy and I liked it. Yeah. That's how the song goes.
That is a great sound clip. I will be adding that sound to the board, to the soundboard. So anytime we hear something sus, we're not gonna say no homo. I'm just gonna hit a button on the soundboard and it's gonna be Jesse saying, "I did. You ain't catching me."
You like it
because he done did it all, like Shawty Low.
Hard done it all. But moving on, speaking of done it all, this next topic done it all. Now right here, disrespectful, unthinkable. Selena Powell tells YB and Amir he can't use protection when they get intimate. Maybe with your side B's, not with him. Now I commend you for finding a chick that's gonna let you do what you gotta do in these streets and not get mad. But Selena Powell ain't.
Did he come from your playbook?
First off, he light skinned. I'm dark skinned. He ain't come from my playbook. This is strictly out of the light skinned.
What did he tell her? He allergic?
Horrible.
I'm sorry, baby girl.
That's probably what you say.
I gotta lay it down.
This is just crazy, Mr. Rubbing off
meat to meat.
Horrible, Mr. Rubbing off the paint. I think rubbing on the paint, rubbing off the paint,
rubbing more than paint.
That was the name of his hit song that he dropped. YB and Amir. He had a whole bunch of people in his group. He had YB and Corday was in it. He had I think Almighty Suspect was in it before he got cut in the face and everything.
Almighty J, right?
Oh yeah, Almighty Suspect. Almighty Suspect's from No Jumper. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know he was on there.
No, Almighty J. Before he got cut in the face, he was in a group. They all met when they was playing. They met.
Is that why he disappeared? Because he got cut?
No, I mean that was one of the reasons. He had the whole buck. He had the buck 9 shot, like cut from like one ear to the other side. It was nasty. But then after that, he bounced back and went out with Dream Doll, which was a win in my book.
And then he ruined her career.
Horrible. No, Tory Lanez ruined her career. But they all met playing video games. They all met playing video games, and they started the whole YBN crew, and that's how they all started off. But then like he was like a 1-2 hit wonder. He made the song called Soul Trains. Everybody said that was like the worst song ever made in life.
What do you mean? You used to play that every morning. I almost used to punch you in the face.
Of course, it had 9 million views, at least 7 million for me. Stop playing. I know music. But I mean, if I would have known that me not playing YB and Amir's music would have led down this dark path, I would have definitely played his music a lot more than I played Kurt Franklin. So, but we're gonna play this video right here of YB and Amir and Selena Powell talking.
You know what? They caught him on Instagram Live, and
what happened? And
his friend was telling him, "Was like, you can't be kissing on her." And he's like, "Why? That's my girl now." And he was like, "She has videos with Gucci third leg."
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "You got Gucci third leg all on your lips." And YB and Amir said, "I'm not scared. They're gonna call me Gucci fourth leg." And he goes, "What does that even mean?" If you fourth leg, that means you got cancer. That's what that means. But let's see what they got to say in the video.
My baby daddy.
Well, you can't take a shot because you're pregnant?
You already know.
You just took a shot on live earlier.
I took a shot of love.
Wow, that's crazy. How you gonna take a shot on live and you pregnant?
Babe.
That's disgusting.
Are you breaking up with me?
I'm using these from now on.
No, you're not. Not with me.
I'm using these from now on.
Maybe with your side bitches. Not with me.
Shit crazy. Shit crazy.
You crazy.
Shit crazy. Yeah, bring me the bottle and the water.
Yeah. Look how bad he cheesed.
You ain't never gonna move fucking use
Bring me the bottle and the water.
You can wait for the bottle and the water. How about that?
Too.
You can take the bottle with you or no?
I got a brand new bitch. She got
Who's
a
your brand new bitch? Who?
I closed the door.
Huh?
I closed the door.
Is she pregnant for real?
Yup. Got that bump.
You can't leave to your beautiful without getting out this door.
I have to get out the door. Either way.
Exactly, and I'm by the door.
I got a brand new this. I got a brand new that. I got a brand new bitch. She got a brand new cat.
This is sick.
Sounds like your reps.
I don't know if he's lying, but why would you lie and have to? Is clout really worth it that much that you have to stoop down to Selena Powell?
I mean, when you make Soul Train, the answer would be yes.
That's just, and then I know it was down bad when the first comment I seen was Adam 22 saying how my beat tastes, and I was like, and then I remember that DJ Academics was once going out with her. Allegedly, he bought her the car and everything like that. And I'm like, that's just disturbing. Like, why would you even do that? Like, why would you even joke? Like, it's not that, rap ain't that serious that you gotta go with Selena Powell's. Like, she telling you don't gotta use no protection out loud in front of people, so now people know you smashing the neighborhood pass around raw. Really? Chief Keef was smashing this.
I think like a certain percentage of the population smashed that.
Waka Flocka was smashing that. Snoop Dogg was smashing
Doesn't she have a book about smashing everyone?
I mean,
or is that just Ruby Rose?
That was horrible. No, that was another girl. That was Superhead. Superhead had a book about smashing everybody. Oh, and then Lil Uzi side chick, the one that got pregnant by the basketball player, PJ Washington.
Yep.
Her. I forgot her name. Brittany Renner.
Yeah.
She wrote a book and how she like smashed Trey Songz and Uzi,
Drake, right?
But she didn't put their names in. Like she covered it up with a different name.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, this is ridiculous. I think it's a publicity stunt. I don't think it's real. I feel like.
But would you go this hard? Would you tell Selena Powell that I'm not using this no more?
No, he said he's going to start. She told him no. She said use that for your side pieces, not me. Not your baby moms.
That's just, it's like I don't understand how this.
How do you deal with your baby moms?
I don't. I block them. Nah, but I just exactly. I just don't understand like why this would even happen. I mean, hopefully, she has been seen and allegedly been lying on a lot of people and just try to give him clout. Like she was with the person from Love Is Blind, some dude named Clay. She was with him from like
Clay Thompson.
Not a Clay Thompson. It's a dark skinned dude named Clay. He earlier this year, he was on Love Is Blind. She was originally dating him, but then like I'm guessing that ended. Not sure what YB in the mirror, but we gonna see how long this goes. But I mean, anything else you have to say about this disgusting situation?
I'm gonna pray for you, dog. I mean, I thought Soul Train was enough punishment, but I don't know what you've been doing in your real life, but it looks like God hates you, and I'm sorry for that.
I mean, hey man, shout out to Gucci fourth leg.
Prayers up for YB and the mirror. Prayers up for YB and the mirror in the chat. Prayers up.
Prayers up.
Prayers up in the chat.
Prayers up to Gucci fourth leg is all on his lip. But moving on here to speaking all on their face, we got Disney Channel star Skai Jackson says her baby daddy Facebook was hacked.
Dang, I didn't know she had an F book.
No, F book. Hey. Basically saying his baby daddy Facebook was hacked after he said, "I'm salty. I got this dumb Disney Channel B pregnant." Now, I mean, as soon as he posted it, she said it was fake. Her mama even commented behind it.
No, they got in an argument. That's what happened.
I believe he got in. I don't believe it's fake at all. I believe this dude right here is just a straight up thug from OTF.
He's not even affiliated.
You know what's funny? He has probation in Cincinnati, so he may not be OTF for real.
He's not OTF. He's a fan.
It's just a tattoo. Little Yorkie. His name is Little York in the streets.
Little Yorkie?
Little York in the streets.
That's crazy. But footage shows Skai Jackson's baby daddy allegedly dissing Cameron Boyce and getting arrested. Stop comparing me to a dead person, bro.
Fact. So basically, with that whole situation, is the fans, because you know Skai Jackson has fans because she was on the whole Hey Jesse show. She has fans, and like they're, you know, Disney Channel got.
But
fans.
I do agree with the title. Hate Jesse.
Horrible. She has fans, and all the fans are saying like he's no good for Skai. Skai should have been with Cameron, but Cameron he died. He passed away from epilepsy. So he in his sleep, so which is a whole sad situation. But basically, here we got a video of the baby daddy DeAndre basically getting arrested for the cops. I'm gonna tell you why he got arrested, and also I'm gonna tell you, and also you're gonna see a video about him basically just calling out his baby mama, saying that she ain't ish.
Hey, bro, that nigga in his wood right here.
He said he in his wood right here.
Comparing me
he said
to a
Cameron
dead
in
nigga,
his
bro.
wood.
The fuck is y'all cool? Like what the fuck? Is y'all cool?
Is y'all cool?
Y'all keep on comparing me to a nigga that's dead.
Keep comparing to a nigga
ball.
that's
I'm
dead.
about shooting taller, nigga. I'm in love with balls. I just might go get it stylish. I'm in love with clothes.
He said he got Cameron in his wood who's smoking on him.
Nigga, watch it flow. I be somewhere.
Now here we getting tussled up by the cops. Just horrible. They got his knee on his back. They got 2 cops on him. Oh, he doing it. Oh, he already knows what's up. And they just in there recording. Ooh. Oh, that's what they said. He almost got ran over because the car hit the curb and the dust was in his face. You see another cop.
He got hit by a car too.
You hit by a car where? Here's DeAndre, one of his kids who's going to jail. This is a previous time when he went to jail. He's just a thug.
Doing all kinds of stuff.
Little yerky yerk. So,
WAP.
WAP. This shit crazy.
Stop being messy.
And that's what she said. She said his page was hacked. He never said this. So, I mean, a lot of people were saying, like, it's all cap. I believe he really said this. Like, he don't give a damn. Like, he got kids. The fact that he got Skai is crazy. But if you do your research on Skai, I mean, like, in 2020, she had a beef with a Bad Baby. Remember the Catch Me Outside girl? Mm-hmm. Allegedly, like, Catch Me Outside girl was going with NBA Youngboy. And then, allegedly, like she caught Skai in his DMs, and like they got an argument, a fight online to the point where Skai put a restraining order out against Bad Baby because she's like, I'm in fear for my life.
Oh my god.
So I mean,
that's crazy.
So it's going crazy, and then like right now, what's going on is that everybody's showing like, oh yeah, this is who she could have been out with. Because remember, did the whole video with Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
And I mean, he painted it, making it look like they was flirting, and she was saying, nah, it was just all edits. The way he cut it up and edited it, she was really looking at her food.
She wanted some Kai.
But a lot of people saying you could have been with Kai and all that stuff, and like you over making these bad choices going out with DeAndre, who was basically he's
career criminal.
He's not a career. He's a kid. He's still a kid because he got arrested for juvenile probation. So allegedly, what's going on is he had a warrant. The cops somehow spoke to him. Either they pulled him over. They most likely put him over while he was driving, and he gave him a false name. Then he took off running. When he took off running, that's when they found out that he must be doing something illegal. They chased him down. They arrested him. Later on that day, they did release him, so he is out. But I mean,
that quick.
It's juvenile probation. Like
he's doing juvenile things.
So he's not really that much older.
His page was hacked. Nah, he was mad.
But a lot of people are just talking about like how this is just sad. Like how somebody a Disney star would just basically throw away a whole career and a whole brand away just to be in
all kinds of child stars.
Well, they just date a thug and then.
Well, not date a thug, that they go crazy. They either have an addiction or get messed up with somebody that's in the streets when they should have no reason to, or all kinds of stuff. But they always go down like unfortunately, in like a bad path.
True, but do you really think that Oh man. So do you really think that girls really just like bad boys? Like, is it this like the nail in the coffin?
It is what it is, man.
Like,
it is what it is.
Cause it don't make no sense. Like, you was on Disney Channel, you doing commercials. Like, why you even want to be with somebody named this of Yerky Yerk? Like, that don't even sound right. I don't even know how you would even run into somebody.
Your street name is Lil Pepe.
Hey, I be doing things, man. I be doing things.
Lil Pepper Stepper.
I mean, yeah, and then on top of that, like the whole situation with the whole her being at I think it was Universal Studios at Disney World when she was on the City Walk and she got arrested for basically beating him up. I'm starting to think it's true. Like, I think they just be tag teaming
They be
on
liking
each other.
toxic stuff, man.
That's what it is when they're young. They just like toxic stuff.
I saw, you know how they do all kinds of podcasts where they like interview a bunch of women and they'll ask like them all the same question or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying like they were asking girls like basically like y'all usually looking for a perfect dude, but usually when you find that perfect dude, why is he like too much for you? And they basically say that it's boring. Is the answer at the end of the day.
Pretty much.
They're like, there's no drama. Like, if someone's good to you and it's the same thing every day, like, it becomes like a routine, like nothing's happening. But you never know what's going to happen when you're in a toxic relationship.
It don't make no sense.
And I'm like, so you always want to have, like, a danger element involved or, like, I don't know, man. That seems pretty toxic and messed up.
I mean, basically what they're saying is every 6 months to a year, you got to cheat on them, give them a pregnancy scare, or give them an STD.
That's crazy, because if you give him an STD, that means he was cheating.
Nah, it can happen.
I was rolling around in the dirt and forgot to wash.
I was sharing cups with people.
So what?
I was sharing cups with people.
Oh, yeah. You're sharing more than cups.
Hey, yo. But nah, I mean, hopefully this situation does get better because I'm not really seeing her on a lot of TV shows that's been coming out since she left the Disney Channel. So
I mean, I've only seen her in the news for drama. I ain't seen her do anything as far as like actually doing something.
Yeah, that's bad.
So I mean, I think like like I said, this child actors get in bad situations, and it seems to be the trend.
Or baby daddies, it always happens. That's what they say. One of the girls' biggest downfall is a man, and it looks like here she chose this downfall on her own. But hey, comment down below how you feel about this. Moving on here, we're going from one news to the next. We got my dog, E-Dog, saying, "What, J-Man? You ain't pushing peace for real. You out here being a phony baloney."
Yeah, so if y'all are in tune with Chicago music, Chicago drill, we basically got Oblock with King Von and all that, but let's go ahead and play the video.
Listen. He even put me on a because he got me on DJ. He can't do this shit. He ain't got no say so. I ain't got no respect for him. I love you. He with me though. I love you. You should be disrespectful for me. But you doing it for me though. Turn the cameras out.
Damn. Fuck. You could try it, J-Man. Fuck. Damn.
You extended your hand? On E-Dog, they told me he was a killer. E-Dog seen J-Man, he ain't want no smoke. Why? Up that. But did I really hide that bitch crazy? I ain't hide that bitch crazy. J-Man got on your ass. Sit in his whoop. What fool do? It's murder. Get in his whoop. Oh. But J-Man was pumping. His whoop, get the fuck up out of there. He runs back to the old hood, bro. Get the fuck up out of there. J-Man get that. I wasn't even going that way. I was going down Cottage. Stupid. It hit different.
Nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. Another time, me and DJ gonna sit down and holler at you, fella. I might tell his ass to bring y'all too. Sit on the side of me. Damn. You know they love to do that.
Because he got me on DJ. He can't do this shit. He ain't got no say so.
When you come over there, why you come over there with armed security? If you push a piece, why you didn't come with somebody in the era that you dissing? Like if you dissing my era, why you didn't come like, oh, let me link up, oh, let me talk to, instead of talking to my little brother. You know? I ain't push a piece right there.
Yeah.
I ain't push a piece, bro.
And so tell us though, like, you know, what made you speak up at the time and what you did. You know, he was having a convo with Ike Mana, you know, and then it's like you kind of just came out of nowhere, like, man, hell no, this ain't what's going on over here.
That's because he been doing this for years. You want to come over here with whatever you trying to do, bro. Like, then again, this goes back what I just said. Why you didn't come link up with him in your era instead of, you know, I got E-Dog on the side of me, you know what I'm saying, to talk to what's going on. Why you trying to go through Lil Bro? Nah, you can't do it like that.
E-Dog shorter than King Von. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's not a tall person.
But I mean, this is a whole crazy situation. All my dog J-Man is out here trying to do is push the piece and give out the whoops. But I kind of understand what E-Dog saying, how, yeah, you pushing a piece and all that. That's cool. But at the same time, like, why you ain't talking to nobody in your era? Like, why you ain't talking to like Reese? Why you ain't talking to
like Gleesh? I mean, Shoebox Baby's a little bit younger, so you probably want to talk to him. And then, what's his name? Who just went to jail? Boss Top. Boss Top's in jail, so he can't really talk to him. So yeah, I mean, it seems like if he's gonna talk to someone from his era, he's got to talk to like E-Dog or Gleesh. It's like it seems like a lot of everyone else is like in jail.
True. True, but I mean, at the same time, it is kind of sad because, like you said, everybody in jail, so we really don't have that many people to talk to. And then they saying, "Oh yeah, if you're trying to make it for real, well, you got to do it without the cameras." And then at the same time,
and then I don't know if Money Duke's in jail.
True that. But then you would think he would be cool. You think he would be cool because he did do the whole show with Dirk. Like, they did let him go in there. Cause I remember he spoke to Duty Low. Mm-hmm. He did a whole interview with Duty Low and all that stuff. And he's like,
the thing is he was super disrespectful back in the day.
And then I forgive it.
He dissed a lot of people. A lot of people are letting him kind of be forgiven because he's like pushing peace so hard and saying, you know, he's trying to look out for the younger generation, which is commendable. But E-Dog just didn't like you're doing all of this, but then on one of your DJU interviews, you want to talk about how basically you pressed me.
Yep.
How you pump faking, you pressed me at the barbershop, but you pushing peace. Yep. If you pump faking, why are you pump faking for? There's peace.
True.
So he's saying like you want to diss and kind of be goofy and all this stuff, and he feels like J-Man is basically doing this for content. That it ain't just all necessarily coming from the right place. That
true.
If he can kind of get into this like realm of pushing peace and doing this, that he can almost get like a pass, like a safety pass. Like he don't got to look over his shoulder no more. He's gonna be allowed to do content and allowed to feed his family. But I could feel E-Dog like, you ain't gonna make no money. You filming this, so this is literally, we're making content right now. And while you were literally like dissing me a couple months back, so I'm not gonna let you just use me for content for free. You still on that BS. Don't be coming over here like you're pushing peace when you're still on that BS half the time. So I see what he's from. I feel like J-Man has done a lot by like trying to go to Oblock.
Mm-hmm.
He got to talk to Money and Ike, you know, but he's too young. Like he's like 20. He needs to talk to someone in their late 20s or early 30s. That's kind of the era, the 2013 Chicago drill era. A lot of those dudes would be in that age.
True.
Like DQ might even be a hair young.
I don't even
DQ
think,
from the O.
I don't even think they want to talk to him. I think they just want to beat him up. That's what I really want to think.
Because he was like he was almost like the dude from Philly, like Mr. Disrespectful. Like he would take it that far in some of his raps.
He did. I remember he did make a whole bunch of songs, and like his videos was crazy. He used to wear like two contacts, like one with his regular eye and the other one with like a clear contact in his other eye.
And I think that they didn't like that 63rd and all of them in the FYB and JMANE. Like they used to like super diss Keita, who was a girl. Who wasn't like a gangbang girl. She was just a girl that was around and was like nice to people. She didn't like ever mess with nobody or do anything foul. And I think she passed away from like cancer or health condition. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And so it's like you're saying you smoking her, and like she got sick. Like nobody did nothing to her, and she wasn't doing nothing to nobody. So like they didn't like that was just like out of line. It's one thing to diss the guys, that are at that time people are trying to actively get each other, but to diss like a random girl, that's kind of like goofy behavior.
True, and then I seen that. Okay, true that. But then I understand what E-Dog was saying, but then he started making like wild requests. He was like, "Oh, if you're really about pushing the peace, want you to delete those music videos? Want you to delete those music videos?"
He wants them to delete all his old music and go on like an apologizing spree.
That's not
where he
gonna happen.
basically goes on Oblock and apologizes to everyone he dissed.
But then at the same time, he wants you to do that, and he said, "Oh, but if you 63rd and you divorce the 63rd, like that means when I walk down 63rd, everybody else should be pushing peace." And I don't think you got it like that. I'm like, I don't really think everybody's gonna. I really just think it's just.
Well,
him.
it's one thing. It's like for J-Man to be pushing peace when he was more like a foot soldier rather than a general. It's like you don't have the authority to call for peace from your block or your hood or your street. You're not on that level, dog. Like you're not an outstanding member. So I think like they kind of call him out like that. Like, and he got caught, and like supposedly he got caught by Fredo Santana, R.I.P. Fredo Santana, and it made him. He went to the bathroom on himself, and he tried to use a girl as a shield. So, I mean, they got tons of stories, and it's crazy because they all grew up together. They were originally in the Cali Met building, which Little Reese and all them grew up in, but that was a project with many stories that got demolished. And then that's when it got demolished. They went to Parkway Gardens, which is Oblock, and then 63rd Street.
Okay,
so like 63rd.
So what about with Tay Savage? He got Tay. He cool with him. So I'm pretty sure like that gotta count for something.
Tay Savage is an Oblock.
Oh.
Tay Savage is
600.
No, he's not 600. He's not even Front Street, which is Fredo Santana. He's Welch World. And supposedly like Welch World and his gang, alleged gang or group, I guess you could say, like they have a combination of BDs, GDs, and Stones. So it's like they kind of accept all people, but it's like you're putting work in for like this.
Yeah, no, wait, true.
Some places are like that. Some places are not. I mean, that's why they even say 051 Melly, who was, all cool with all the GDs. He himself was actually BD. He was BD. He used to like being like say I'm BD, but I'm BDK. Because it's like his like group that he was with, they get into it in anyone. They didn't care. If you're another BD sect and you ain't liking what we're doing and we get into it, it's on. So, I mean, Chicago's crazy. It's like real life, like war between like neighborhoods, and to think that like that's going on in like modern times. I mean, to think of like people like King Von was like trolling like KI on Twitter, and like that was going on like 2012, 2013, and like people are literally trolling each other and like literally openly admitting to murders. So it's crazy to be in the environment. I mean, they could literally make a documentary or a movie. I feel like that's why this gets so much coverage, because it's literally craziness. It's like, it's almost like like Indian tribe movies where it's like, different tribes going against each other. It's crazy that it's like people that grew up with each other going into different tribes and then getting into it, and it be what it is.
Definitely. But I'm gonna need y'all to comment down below how you feel about this whole J-Man pushing peace thing. Do you feel like he really is pushing peace, or is he just he really got a basically an underhand motive? He got something else planned.
I think E-Dog said it perfectly when he said he's not pushing peace, he's pushing content. He's trying to make money and get a free pass for being safe.
True.
That's what it seems like to me, because he'd still be doing some clown stuff on the low. He was still trying to sneak this. He went to Von's mural with the whoops. I'm like, I got the whoops for you, Von. And it's like, man, what are you doing? Are you trolling, or are you like what are you doing? That's what I'm saying. Like, he tried to say he pushing peace, but then he want to like basically like ride that line. And it's like, you're Mr. Major Disser. You were dang near like the OG Mr. Disrespectful. and now you want like a pass because you're pushing fake positivity.
Yeah, I don't know no positivity when y'all see it.
I mean, I think he's basically got a pass now. They basically know that he's not on nothing. He's not trying to get no money, nobody no more. He's all on like his content, and that's fine. Do your content, but like E-Dog said, there's a way about doing it, and there's a way with respect. And don't try to like snake your way into Oblock by talking to the super youngins when you need to talk to someone that's from your timeline, from like that actually understands what's going on. So like E-Dog or like we mentioned Gleesh or there's a handful of other members that are probably around that he could talk to that would actually he should be having that conversation with.
Okay, makes sense.
It just always seems like he's doing it in like kind of a BSN way, like almost 1 foot in, 1 foot out, kind of halfway trolling, but kind of pushing peace, and it's just pushing content. That's where it all comes from, man. So I see where E-Dog's coming from, but I do agree they should push peace. Enough bloodshed has been shed. They made enough content to have documentaries and movies be made, and it seems like a lot of people like think about it like per capita. Chicago's probably got to have the most talent, especially the south side of Chicago's got to have the most talent per capita than anywhere in the world. Think about how many artists have even come from just like Oblock or Front Street or THF or any of the turds on 63rd, any of all the places like this, all like literally like 10 blocks, and you got world-renowned artists all from there. You probably got like 20 people that are super known, like Dirk and Sosa and Little Reese, and the super big names, and and Vaughn and Duck was a huge name, and like people that paved the way like L.A. Capone.
Mm-hmm.
So you see why it's such a big thing, but it's just crazy to think about how much talent came from like such a small area. No, Michelle Obama's literally from Oblock.
Oh yeah, she is from Oblock.
She could add her to the talent list. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is crazy. This is like something in the water. It's not athletes. It's drill rappers.
True. Another they doing like content and all that stuff. They doing like Skin Bones and.
I mean, even people that moved away from there, they just doing podcasts and generating all kinds of content just on the stories, on the stuff that happened in the heyday of the
16
drill
shot
time
him.
frame.
He be out there.
16 shot him a goofy, and if I see you, I'm gonna slap you on size 16.
Oh, whatever.
No, I'm just kidding.
Moving on.
No, he blocked me because I told him off.
You blocked? Oh.
Because he be choosing sides, and you already know what side I'm on.
Horrible. Moving on to the
He chose the wrong side, is what I said. I don't care about choosing side, but he chose the wrong side. He's going against the home team.
Can I choose safety at the couch announcements?
Throw you on the couch.
Disrespectful. Play the beat, DJ Gummy Bear.
Squat.
Horrible.
Welcome to the halftime show, Tales from the Crib. We let you know what's going on with the show. We got a podcast. This is right here. We got a clip channel. We break it down for you, all the hot topics. So you don't have time to watch the whole show. You can check out the TFTC clips for all the clips for you. We got TFTC Gaming. We're playing games all the time. My co-host is usually playing wrestling. I'm playing Star Wars, 2K, Skater XL, all that fun stuff. But yeah, let us know what you're checking out from the TFTC networks. But we got to go to our number one moneymaker. That is Crib Reactions. Get us to 12,000 subs. Hopefully we can reach that soon. We've been dropping all kinds of videos. We got all kinds of videos banked up that we're going to be dropping over this week. We're going to try to do at least 2 videos a day, every day this week. You can see we've been checking out Glorilla. We checked out KSI. That video was pretty funny. Lisa did a behind the scenes for the Victoria's Secret show. We checked out Tyla at the Victoria's Secret show as well. Apparently, a lot of people love Tyla and they love us reacting to it. Thanks for getting us to like dang near 8,000 views in less than 10 days. And then the XG puppy interview was great. You know, it's on BuzzFeed where they make everyone do interviews while they talk to the dogs. That's super entertaining. So make sure you check that out as well. And we have a Patreon. Check any of our latest Crib Reaction videos. We have a link to our Patreon for exclusive content not available on YouTube that we can't do on YouTube, and it's only on Patreon. So make sure you check that out so you can become an official Crib Crew member today.
Hey, yo. Dun, 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 dun.
Do you have anything to say about that halftime?
Nah, but thank y'all for watching.
About the gaming or anything?
Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for watching this episode. Thank y'all for watching all the episodes. Thank y'all for watching TFTC Sports with Real Good _ Doty.
Oh yeah, recording an episode tomorrow today.
We're recording an episode tomorrow today about week 12 football, man.
Oh, and the Steelers did kick the crap out of Lamar Jackson. We didn't have to score a touchdown, and we beat him bad.
Not horrible.
What is he like? 1-4, 1-5?
He's like 1-4
Terrible.
versus the
Steelers.
Horrible.
And he should have played us more. So that means he's been ducking the smoke, unfortunately.
But speaking of ducking the smoke, looks like he has time to start the show. UFC 309 was amazing. We got the video right here. We're gonna play the video of some highlights from UFC 309. Then we're gonna come back and tell you
what we thought
about what John Jones said about his next fight.
Madison Square Garden, the arena in which every fighter hopes to one day get the chance to shine.
UFC 309. I want to kick some for the world. How great I am.
Gave him the belt.
And then we have here's the card for UFC 309. Presented by Gladiator. I mean, these fights was amazing. I mean, this one it didn't really disappoint. There wasn't a lot of hugging, I would say, like it normally happens in a lot of these UFC fights. But talking about the main card with John Jones and his opponent. This fight was actually supposed to happen back on November 11, 2023, but John Jones had a pectoral muscle injury, so he didn't fight the whole time. And his opponent, you would think, would have basically stayed up to date. Would have been going against some other people.
Yeah. How do you say his name? Is it Miocic?
Yeah, Miocic. Yeah,
he didn't. He looked like he took some time off. He didn't look fresh at all. He looked like he was a little slow. He did look rusty, and he is old. John Jones isn't the freshest fighter. How old is Jones? Was
37, 38. 37, 38. Yeah.
So he's still looking good. He's not looking as lean as he used to. He's got a little bit more of a dad bod, but he's still agile enough to whip some ass.
He was. And the strikes was pretty good. I mean, that third roundhouse kick that caught the man in the stomach and it dropped him, I was quite surprised.
It's crazy that he's like never actually lost a fight. He does have one loss on his record, but that is from a disqualification, and a lot of people really don't count that against him since he didn't technically lose. They viewed that he did something to get DQ'd, so he's like a undefeated fighter basically. And champion. So, what do you think? What's next for him?
I mean, his next fight. I mean, it has to. I mean, some people say Alex Pereira. I mean, but we saw his highlights, and I mean, John Jones versus Alex Pereira. I mean, I don't even think that's even a good fight because Alex Pereira he looks so small and skinny.
Yeah, and I think the size difference is too much for them just to have. What do they call it? I heard him say like super fight or something, where there's basically like no weight class. But I think like him fighting like basically 2 weight classes up, that's kind of a bit of a stretch. I could see if it was 1, but it's his normal fighting weight. It's 2 weight classes up, so that is a little bit much. And then what is he?
Tom Espinal, the other
Espinal.
Dude, yeah, Tom Espinal. Him.
He does look like a monster. I ain't gonna lie. We've been checking out his highlights. We are kind of UFC casuals, turning into bigger fans. But we watched a bunch of his highlights, and he was very, very impressive. He looks like a tank, but a tank that can move like a linebacker. He can pounce on you and take you to the ground.
Yeah, he had a submission win.
And you're so worried about him as ground and pound that you kind of tend, just go into like a brace mode, and then he gets you in a hold. He gets you in a headlock. Chokes you out. He gets you. What is it? I'm sorry, I don't know all the technical terms, but
rear naked choke.
No, he got that one guy like in an arm. He got his arm where his elbow was like going backwards, like where he's pushing it the other way. I forget what that's called, but yeah, like he just like got him like into that immediately once he got him to the ground. So he's pretty impressive in both ways. So it wasn't an arm bar, but it was something else. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he's very impressive. He's got a lot of size. He actually looks like that he's a thicker person than John Bones Jones. So I think that that, and he's quick. I don't know if John Jones has gone against somebody that's just as agile but actually bigger than you.
True, and then with the other fight, the Chandler fight, and the dude from Brazil with the silver hair, Oliveira, that was a real good fight. But only part I didn't like was every time that Oliveira tried to every time Oliveira did the takedown and took Chandler to the ground, nothing happened. It was like that was the end of the round. You already knew that. Like,
they just kind of like wrestled for the rest of the round.
Yeah, like Chandler just held him down there and just waited until the end of the quarter, just make sure he didn't get choked out or anything. I mean, it really didn't look like
Oliveira dominated the fight, honestly, with his strikes. It was just disappointing to see that he was dominating in the stand-up game, but kept taking it to the ground and, like you said, and just like laying on him for like a minute or two until the round ended. And then it was pretty impressive when Chandler went full kamikaze style at the end, where he would pick him up by standing up and then jumping straight on his back.
He did it twice.
Yeah, he did it like 2-3 times, something like that. And that was pretty crazy. And he was like, you could hear him F it and then jumping backwards.
That was good. I mean, I feel like if that would have knocked him out, if Oliveira would have released his hands, I think the second one, and he turned around and hit him,
he could have got him.
I mean, like that was a real tough fight. I mean, I definitely liked it. Minus the part about the hugging thing. I just feel like with the whole hugging part, I feel like refs should, like, the new rule that UFC should do is once you're on the ground and once you're in one position too long and nothing's happening, you get like 30 seconds.
They do it sometimes, but there's like no real rule to it. It's like just like what the ref feels. Mm-hmm. So some refs kind of let it go, and some refs will like make them stand up. So I think they need to have like a definitive rule. Like if it's a 30 seconds or 45 seconds and there's like really no movement, no one's getting in danger of getting choked out or getting put in a compromising position, that they just make them reset. I think that would make UFC way more enticing, or way more watchable, because people really come to watch the stand-up game.
True. That's why
I'm gonna bring us on screen here.
That's why I like. That's why I like Tom, because his stand-up game with the strikes is nice. He hit it with the 2, 3, 4 combos.
He's crazy. He is like a tank, just coming at you. Like you see, like him just like make guys like
fold up,
shell up. And yeah, he's really good on the attack. But comment down below if you're a UFC like new fan, a novice fan. We're newer fans. We're getting more in tune. We're watching more and more fights and learning more and more fighters. So we're enjoying that. But when you watch UFC like this, UFC 309, do you watch the early prelims, the prelims, or just the main card, just the last two fights?
I gotta watch the main card, man. All the other stuff is just too much. Unless I know them personally or follow them on IG, I ain't really trying to watch the prelims or the early.
I wonder, they might do it like kind of like we do. Like if sports are going on, we might have the football game or the basketball game on, but we'll put on like the prelims and have that like on mute, but maybe have that on the screen, maybe see, because some crazy fights sometimes happens in the prelims. True. I don't think we ever check out the early prelims, but we may check out 1 or 2 of the prelims, but then usually we'll hang out and we'll watch the main card for sure. Like at least the last 4 fights of the main card. We're checking it out, and I think that's what we did check out. We watched the last 3, 4. But
from the draft fight on, we really talk. We really watched all of them from the main card. We definitely watched those.
Comment down below, what is the next UFC that we need to check out? Is it 310? Is it 3 something else? Is there anything already set up that we need to be on the lookout for? When do you think Sugar Shane is gonna fight again? He lost his belt, man.
Probably like 3.
I thought that was such a weak way to lose it. Like we said, like we understand that the ground game, like you get points for taking down or having
control of the game.
Ground control.
It's not really ground control. You took me down and we just stayed here. Like,
and now you're hugging me.
Now you're just hugging me.
You're making me the little spoon.
It's not ground control. You're just hugging. We're just hugging each other until the thing's over. Because I'm tired. You tired.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stay here.
So comment down below if you agree with us. But yeah, we're going to be watching more UFC, and comment down who your favorite fighter is. But hopefully Sugar Sean bounces back, and we'll be able to check him out. But you ready for the next topic?
Yes. So it looks like here the WNBA draft lottery just happened, and here are the top 4 picks. Dallas Wings got number 1. LA Sparks got number 2. Chicago Sky with Angel Reese got number 3. And also the Washington Mystics got number 4. We got a quick video right here we're going to play. Then we're going to come back and let you know who's the real winner for the Paige Bueckers lottery.
That means the first pick in the 2025 WNBA draft presented by State Farm goes to the Dallas Wings.
You still want to switch, or?
The Dallas Wings with the number 1 overall pick.
Number 1 overall.
I just fell to my knees. Thank you, Lord.
Look at Enrique Ngulai from Dallas Wings. The star on Dallas Wings is so happy that they finally finna get them a point guard. But I mean,
Paige ain't no point.
She's playing point.
She's a 2.
I mean, she played combo guard probably. But I mean, so what they're saying here is that the Dallas Skies had a 45.4% chance. The Chicago Sky had a 44.2% chance, and the fact that the Dallas won this is amazing. Dallas Wings won this because it was amazing because the last time they won it was on 2021 when they got the Charlie Collier, the Charlie Collier girl that I showed you. Just so happened she got drafted by the Dallas, and now she's playing overseas in Australia. So I mean, see how that went. Because as soon as the season over with, like, she left and went overseas.
And stayed.
Because, WNBA players really don't make that much money here. So, I mean, you have these picks. And number 5 pick is the Valkyrie, the Golden State Valkyrie, the new expansion team that just came out.
Okay.
So, I mean, so this is just amazing. I mean, WNBA has been picking up a lot of traction. So, I mean, a lot of eyes been on it. I mean, everybody already knows about Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever. You got Angel Reese, people watching that.
What's crazy to see is that how much, like, the girl journey is than the boys. Like, when the boys, it's like, if you're an excellent player out of high school, you're like a one and done.
Yeah.
You do 1 year in college and then you're going pro. Where it seems like with the girls, like, they're almost building up a bigger audience in college. So a lot of them are playing 4 years.
4, 5, 6. Like,
if they have an injury or they had like the COVID year, they end up playing, like 5, 6 years.
Bo Nix.
And they pull a Bo Nix and Van Wilder in college. So it's just crazy because, like, I think they said that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark were technically making more through their NIL deals than they are now in the WNBA.
They are.
It's pretty crazy that, like, the college game is almost like the top women's game and the most lucrative game. And but now some of the superstars that we're seeing from the past few years are all going to the WNBA. So you can see the WNBA's, definitely getting way more viewership in the past, but it's still not enough. If they want to get the contracts that they deserve, they need a lot more support so that way they could,
justify the TV deal that's about to come and
rule a net positive and get a big TV deal, and then that way these players can get played. But they won't get paid if we don't give them the support.
Yeah, 'cause we definitely don't want them
with
to
the
go,
viewership.
Yeah, because we definitely don't want them going overseas and not coming back. Because that does.
That's
suck.
crazy that happens.
It's crazy how they go overseas and they don't come back. And just because of the whole money situation, I feel like, the WNBA players should be getting a lot more money because, I mean, it is very good.
And that's what happened to Brittany Griner. She was overseas playing in Russia because apparently Russia pays some of the highest salaries for women's basketball, like pro women's basketball. So a lot of girls would play or women, I should say, would play in the WNBA and then in the offseason go play in, like, Russia. Diana Taurasi and a lot of other players would do that. With the relations we have in Russia right now, I think a lot of players are maybe not doing that and playing like in Europe leagues and somewhere else. But that's what players are doing, and that's what happened to Brittany Griner, where she went over there and got caught, with a pen.
Oh Lord, that was horrible. That was horrible.
No, but I'm just saying that's why she was over there. Yeah, they're not getting paid over here.
So hopefully once this TV deal happens, not this season but the next season, the TV deal is supposed to be happening. That's why a lot of WNBA players won't be signing a lot of long contracts. And
because they want to get it on the new CBA with the bigger contracts.
Exactly. And on top of that, they're going to get allegedly they're about to get 2 new WNBA teams because, like I said earlier, the 5th pick goes to the Golden State Valkyries. And I mean,
they have awesome facilities. We covered that in an old podcast. So check clips for us
definitely
talking
check that
about
on the
that.
clips. And also, I mean, the expansion draft for them happens on December the 6th.
I think they'll have a decent team.
You think
they're
so?
going to get some of the best bench players in the league, and then they're going to have and then they get a top 5 pick.
I really think just because there's not. I mean, there are point guards there, but there's not that many point guards to justify them to be the top 4 pick. Like the Sparks. Like if Paige Bueckers going to number 1, I mean the next point guard out is that really is a whole bunch of good forwards there. So I mean the Skai and the Chicago and LA Sparks, I feel like they don't need no forwards. They need a guard.
Yeah.
So I mean I feel like if the Valkyrie can trade up, get a second round pick, and then get a forward, get a raw ass forward, and then get Kelsey Plum, because I think Kelsey Plum or not Kelsey Plum is it.
What, from the
Chelsea,
Las Vegas?
Las Vegas Aces, because they're not keeping all 3 of them.
No, they're keeping all of them, because I think
Plum, I think was gonna say.
I think the team gonna keep like 6 players.
Yeah, they keep 6 players, but you can't.
So you can keep your starting 5 and your favorite bench player.
True.
So and she was the starter, so I don't see why they wouldn't keep her in the protected.
You want to make your name for yourself? You want to be a star on your own team?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. I'm just happy that the Dallas Wings got the number 1 pick, so they can finally be competitive again. They do have what is it? The Sabali.
Yeah, they got Sabali.
Sabali, who's really good, so they can get a kind of a cohort, because they'll have Sabali and I'm sorry, what's how do you say her name?
Sabali who?
Ogunabale.
Oh yeah, Enrique Ngunliwala.
Sorry.
Yeah,
but they'll have like 3 good players.
They'll have 3 good players, and then on top of that, I think the Indiana Fever pick at number 8, and they just lost their power forward. That girl that left, they used to
hang out with Carrington.
Yeah, they hang out with Dejanay Carrington. She allegedly left, so they're
From
gonna
the
replace
Connecticut Sun.
with the Connecticut Sun. They're gonna replace. They need to replace that spot.
They're like, you betrayed us.
And then on top of that, I think Erica Willer. They have Erica Willer.
I wonder with the Indiana Fever, with them having like the 8 pick, if they're gonna get a guard. Since you said like that might be a spot where you could get a guard that's like the next best guard in the league besides Paige.
I think they'll do that because they try to push.
They should, because it's like
they're pushing Caitlin Clark as the guard.
I don't know if they want Caitlin Clark as the point guard. I know she literally broke the record for most assists in the WNBA season ever, but I feel like her shooting percentage could go way up if she could have someone else, take the point. She basically, like how Luka was doing mediocre, and then he got Kyrie because he had someone that could share the duties, and they went to the finals. It's like she needs her Kyrie, someone else that could share that load. So I feel like with them running her like this, they're not going to get it done.
They're that Mitchell girl.
I do like Mitchell. I think Mitchell's really good, but I don't think Mitchell's another ball handler like that.
Yeah,
and she comes off the bench. They need someone that's another starting guard. I mean, they could both basically be the 1 and 2. I mean, they'll basically be interchangeable. It'll be like a CJ McCollum, Dame situation with Caitlin and whoever they draft.
I can see that. Yeah.
Or who knows? Maybe they'll get him in the free agent market. Trade.
Yeah, they should be able to do something in the free agent market. We definitely gonna see, but I'm gonna need y'all to comment down below and let us know how you feel about this WNBA draft lottery. Who's the real winner of the whole lottery?
Who's the real losers?
And also, Flo J. Johnson.
Flo J's playing real well. She's coming out of college.
I don't think she's gonna come out. Cause remember what we just said, people want to stay.
Oh yeah. What year is she in?
She's a junior now.
She might have 1 year after this.
Yeah,
you're right. She might want to stay.
Make a lot of
money. I mean, that's what happened with Paige. I think Paige played 5 years because I think she sat out a whole year due to injury.
Yeah, she's messed.
So she's
2 injuries in the COVID year. She's got the COVID one, so she can make. Some people saying like she may go to. She could go for the 6th year because she's got the COVID.
Oh, the COVID exception too.
The COVID exception, which is
and
crazy.
Then the injury exception. That'd be crazy. Yeah, she's Bo Nix exactly.
But I mean, I don't think you want to be in college that long.
Because I think Bo Nix got redshirted and then he got injured a year.
Yep.
And he didn't play a year, so he was there 7 years. Oh, I think he went to different colleges. He bounced around, but he played for 7 years.
A modern day Van Wilder.
Yep.
But comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this situation.
Speaking of wild boys.
Looks like here, man, my dog LaMelo just got fined $100K.
$100.
We're going to play the video right here of what happened. And also, you're going to find out what happened to Anthony Edwards and his
Viewer
fine.
discretion advised. If you have sensitive ears, please mute the video for the next 20 seconds.
You said that last play when he took the shot? Yeah, we loaded up. No, that's what we wanted. Put the hand up and then just live with the.
We loaded up.
Fine, $35K fine for sticking out the middle finger. And here's what the Timberwolves said about Anthony Edwards' fine. November 17th, Minnesota guard Anthony Edwards has been fined $35K for making an obscene gesture on the playing
They're just saying court. When it happened at this versus Sacramento Kings that he flipped him off.
At the 3:15 minute remaining in the
first quarter. The T-Wolves 130-126 victory over the Sacramento Kings.
So it's just crazy how soft the NBA has got. What?
Yeah, the NBA is super soft. I think it's funny when they catch players mouthing it. Well, not necessarily mouthing it, but they don't have mics, so they're like sitting on the bench and talking trash, like what happened to Kobe. But the camera was right on his face, so they caught him saying "you F and F." Mm-hmm. So I think it's super funny. I thought it was super funny that they made Kobe do that PSA you made me watch. Of like him being like, "We love everybody."
Exactly. You can't say
Lamar Odom loves everyone, and we know that. We know that for sure.
Horrible.
LaMelo's a golden child. He's gonna do what he wants. That's usually how the youngest child acts, especially when there's like 3 siblings or more. I mean, co-host, was your youngest sibling the wildest?
Yeah, he was the wildest.
Yeah, they had the biggest potty mouth.
He didn't care. They don't care at all.
They don't care.
I mean, once he see me, not get in trouble for stuff, and he's in the middle when I get in trouble stuff. He was like,
I believe I can fly.
I do whatever I want. You ain't stopping them, so why you gonna stop me? But I mean, with this whole 100K situation, I mean, like, I feel they shouldn't fine basketball
I feel
players.
Like that's excessive, man.
It's excessive. Like,
what do you need 100K for? I mean, he literally didn't. Like, he was being funny. It's not like he was being crazy where literally it was like saying hate speech. And I think that's what people miss the point. Like, it's either out of anger where you're like you hating on like someone's being crazy to you and you just say like something that's messed up. Or it's like you're like saying a joke. It's not literally that like you hate people of a certain way or feel like, certain people of a way shouldn't have rights. That's none of the above. It's one or the other.
True, but at the same time,
people are soft.
I was gonna say that, but I remember the whole Rajon Rondo situation with the ref because he said something about F word, and then
he called the ref for the F word. And go ahead.
And just so happened the ref was the F word. Kennedy, his name he was really in the closet. He was in the closet for real, Kennedy. It was a ref. Like, just what happened, he said it, and the ref was really.
Was it crowded?
Was it crowded? No, it wasn't crowded. The game?
No, the closet. Were you in there with him?
No. So you think you got jokes? But,
was it the Lion, the Witch, and the Weirdo?
You funny. You funny. But I mean, and also I found out like every time a person gets a technical foul, that's $2,000. So it's
that's a technical foul.
So it's like it's crazy how these players be making so much money, but at the same time they get fined for like the smallest things. Like
it's really a slap on the wrist, but it's still a lot of money at the end of the day. Like that's like you could pay cash for like 2 cars,
but 100K
or one nice car.
100K ain't a little bit of money. I don't care about how.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you could get like a Mercedes, a G-Wagon, like. I think G-Wagon's 100K maybe for the base model.
They just want 100K.
But
exactly, you got to pay the upfront. And basically, it is like you can't even like opt out of it. Like it just comes straight out of your paycheck. The next day or something like that. The next game.
Yeah, your next game check. It's missing the fine.
It's gonna be missing the fine.
That's crazy. Could you imagine if you make like $130,000 a game and you get fined 100K, and instead of getting a 130K check, you get a check for 30K?
True, that would be funny.
You'd be like, oh my god,
that would be funny. But at the same time, I seen that people make these racial gestures, and like I think it wasn't Greg Oden, it was somebody. It was Roy Hibbert. I think Roy Hibbert said something, and then and Andrew Miller and Andrew Bynum said something. They didn't get fined 100K. Oh, and then Jokic. I think it was Jokic. Jokic said.
Oh, Jokic said it all the time.
He said it. And then he said,
yeah, that's where they be tricking the foreign players. They're trying to teach them slang. And they teach them a slang and like, oh, look, you got an interview right now. Remember your slang.
Yeah, but y'all comment down below how y'all feel about the NBA and these fines. I mean, like, is it ridiculous? You getting fined 100K just for saying no homo? You even saying it towards a person that's homo.
You getting banned.
Horrible.
But let's talk about people that are taking advantage of their situation. The Lakers are only allowing Bronny James to play in the G League home games. He's not getting on United Airlines to fly south on these road games.
Exactly. So basically what's going on is that the G League, they pay about a total of 50 games. So 24 of the games are home games. He's going to be at the other ones. He ain't touching American Airlines. I mean United Airlines. He's going to do all the road games with basically his dad and the Lakers. A lot of people are saying like this is just a waste of time. You can clearly see that Bronny James is a bust. Because right now,
I don't think he's a bust, man. I think people are being a little too harsh. I think he's a project. He was literally a player that had heart issues.
Yes.
And then still came back and played and had a half decent season coming off the bench after having a major health issue. So for him to be good enough to literally be on the draft board, may it be late second rounder, I mean, that's still pretty impressive to me. Imagine if he had never had those health issues. I mean, a little nepotism is funny, but so I ain't going to, it happens all the time, so I'm going to hate LeBron for it. If Michael Jordan wanted to do that back in the day, Michael Jordan was so great, let him do it.
True.
LeBron is so great, let him do it.
Yeah.
He's not as good as Jordan. Don't get it twisted. I mean, never as good as Jordan. I mean, Bronny even knows. Bronny wore Jordans to one of LeBron's celebration nights. He knows who the real GOAT is. But he's a baby. He's a baby goat, and the baby goat son can do whatever he wants. So, whatever. I don't care. I think he'll get better and better. He's a combo guard. He's like 6'3", 6'4". He's not really a 1. A little bit small to be the 2. I could see him having like a Gary Payton Jr. type of build where he plays a hellacious defense, and then once he gets his three-pointer down, he could be good. I mean, Gary Payton Jr. is getting all kinds of minutes on a championship team at Golden State and actually playing minutes with them now, and his three-point shooting has been on and off. So he's doing that with just only being a defensive guy and an inconsistent three-point shooter. That could be Bronny James, no problem.
It really could, and then eventually he can
especially if he gets good at his three-pointer. Watch out, being an excellent 3-and-D guy.
He can end up being like a Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He might be a little bit short, but if he brings the intensity, he should be able to guard most 1s and 2s. Because Bronny isn't skinny. He does have a good build on him,
and he has some jump.
He's got some athletic. He's got some real good athleticism with his dunks for his height. I think it's pretty impressive, and especially some of the blocks that we've seen. He's done some things. So if they want to keep him with his dad in the Lakers and only play the home games for the G League team, I don't think that's a huge issue. And I just hope, that with more playing time, he gets better and better. And who knows, he might pop up in a Laker game and actually do something.
True.
And then what y'all going to say then?
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, he has played a couple. He has played at least 6 Laker games so far, but he's only scored like in 2 or 3 of the Laker games. Most he ever scored was 5 points. So I mean,
he has it hard enough as it is. Is Bronny?
But he's only playing like 2.7 minutes.
He's LeBron James Jr. His dad wasn't even nice enough to not make him a junior. When you're like a top 5 basketball player all time, and then you name your son a junior, you're a freaking jerk.
True.
That's what you are.
True, but a lot of people were saying like with Bronny James doing this, he can't really build any team chemistry. Like, because right now in the South Bay Lakers, they got the whole.
He doesn't need chemistry. He needs reps. He needs reps, and he needs to hang out with his daddy.
I mean,
because his daddy's going to retire soon. And what's funny is I see Bronny getting super excited whenever he's hanging out with his dad and stuff. And I saw people in the comments and be like, imagine being that cool of a dad that your son's actually a fan of you. So that means LeBron's doing something right as far as being a good father. So I'm not hating on any of it. Shit, I wish my dad was a pro athlete and I could get courtside and like be on the team and then be like, you know what, I'm like have enough of his nest to like possibly do something myself.
So you J.R. Smith brother?
No, Chris Smith is terrible. Him and Thanasis are going at it for worse like sympathy signing.
Oh Lord.
But Chris Smith is cool in my book. J.R. Smith, shout out. We got to hold it down for our New Jersey brothers. So, no problems there either. He's 6th man of the year on the Knicks when he did that. LeBron's one of the GOATs actually brought a championship to the Lakers, which I didn't think would be possible. But even though it was a bubble chip, it's still a chip nonetheless, counts towards the total. So he can do what he wants.
Exactly. And also, just so you know, this coming on the 20th of November, The South Bay Lakers will be playing the San Diego Clippers, and on the 24th they'll be playing the Stockton Kings. And I just found out that it's on Tubi.
It's a Tubi movie.
It's not a Tubi movie. If you go on Tubi, go to live on Tubi.
Oh yeah, we watched one of his games on there.
Yeah, they have the G League
We're gonna
channel.
be watching you, Bronny. We're gonna be supporting.
Didn't even know they had a G League channel. Which
and
is
if
crazy.
you hate in the comments, just remember you're being mean to a child. To a child. No, I'm kidding.
Exactly, but
he's a young man.
Speaking of being mean, moving on to the
Face Clan.
Horrible. Speaking of being mean, moving on to the next topic here, man. We got
NBA news. Most shocking. What are you most shocked about this season? James Harden now being the number 2 all-time in three-pointers and claiming that he's actually the GOAT be at three-pointers because Steph Curry is like an anomaly mutant. And then what about the Cleveland Cavaliers winning 15 games straight with even players like Donovan Mitchell missing a couple games and them still going on this winning streak? I think Mobley's missed some games and been in and out, but they have so many good players with Mobley, Jared Allen, and Darius Garland having excellent seasons. That they've won 15 straight. I think they are the second team all time to ever do that.
What, the 15?
To start the season 15-0. They're tied with another team. Was it maybe Houston from like way back in the
93, 94?
93. And then the number 1 team is the Golden State Warriors. What did they start out 22-0?
They went to 24-0 and they lost to the Bucks.
24-0 before they lost to the Bucks. Yeah, so
coached by Luke Walton.
They're definitely surprising. They've been really good in the regular season, but they've fallen flat a little bit in the playoffs for the past couple years, where they've been
Cleveland.
They've been, unfortunately, to give this reference, they've been Tony Romo's basically. Excellent stats, producing all-stars, great showmanship in the regular season, and then will absolutely lay in an egg in the playoffs. So we'll see. Or will they actually be able to make it to a conference finals for once? Because it seems like they usually lose in the first or second round.
They say that,
and even when they're favored, they end up losing.
They say that most teams that end up going 15-0, they all the 3 teams that went 15-0, at least all went to the NBA finals. So,
you think they're good enough to beat the Celtics? Because in the East, unfortunately it's like the G League of the NBA. There's like 2 good teams in the East compared to the West having like 10 pretty good teams. Do you think that Cleveland's good enough? Cleveland, who do you think is going to be the bigger threat, Cleveland or New York to Boston?
I feel like Boston's going to lose to Philly, and then
Philly has a really treacherous record right now. I mean, if Joel Embiid and Paul George keep on missing games, I mean, they might be in play-in territory.
Exactly. That's going to make it even worse. They're going to end up the 8th seed. So you imagine the Philadelphia Sixers as an 8th seed when they all there. They mean they.
And then playing them in the as a 1 or 2 seed.
Then playing a 1 or 2 seed Celtics.
Yeah.
They finna smack them. Get them out the way.
That could be a crazy upset.
And then Joel Embiid, he's not gonna last very long. And they end up playing the
76ers are 2-11 right now, Brody. 2-11.
They can still make it. It's a lot of games. But so that's what happened.
Cavs 15-0, Celtics 11-3, Magic 9-6, Knicks 8-6, and then you got like the Hawks, Heat, Pistons, Pacers, Bulls, Hornets. Really, none of those teams are a threat. I do like the Magic with them signing Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to already a decent team with the Wagner brothers and Paolo. So they also could be a good threat.
So it's 2 teams right there.
I think 4 teams in the East are real contenders. The rest are pretenders.
So I mean,
Cavs, Celtics, Magic, Knicks are the only real teams in the East. To be honest,
you think so? I mean, Magic, they hurt. Magic's always good, but then something ends up happening.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Of course, any team barring injuries, but I don't think that the Bucks are going to turn it around. I think they would be right there if they were playing well.
You don't think Philly's going to turn it around?
I don't think Philly's going to turn. I mean, I think they both are going to turn it around somewhat and get in the playoff picture or play-in picture. But I don't think that they're going to be like real contenders. The only teams I have is like really contending in the East is Cavs, Celtics, Knicks, honestly, and then the Magic as like
the
dark
Cinderella
horse.
Team?
The Magic is my Cinderella.
The Magic? I always said the Bulls.
What, as like making it to the second round or conference final?
Yeah, I can see the Bulls. I can definitely see that.
I mean, they do got a decent team. They're 6-9 right now. They've had some in and
Most
out
of
of
them
their
get
lineups, but the Pacers are 6-8. Like Pistons at 7-9 at 7. Like that's
pretty
what I'm
impressive.
saying. Like the East is trash. In the West, the Thunder are 11-3, but we'll see if they'll be able to keep that up with Chet being out for 2 months now.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State, I mean, they have basically returned the same team from last year, but they replaced Clay with Buddy Hield, and then they got one other player as well. But they're 10-3 at number 2, so we'll see. I don't know if I believe in them keeping it up. I think that the Warriors will more fall down
5-6.
to like a 5-6 range, honestly, throughout the year.
I can see that.
So I don't know how much you're going to be able to keep Kuminga and Wiggins locked in, because I think they're both kind of like battling for that same like level on that team.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of them is going to get traded.
The Rockets are 10-5 at number 4, which is a shock. I think that the Rockets will be better. I mean, they got a really good young core. I think they were doing
a play-in tournament.
Pretty decent team last year until Sengun got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if he stays healthy, they could definitely be a play-in team. But I think they're going to drop some. The Suns are at 9-6.
KD's injured, right?
KD's injured. I think, that they're going to be a bottom 5 to 10 team.
Bradley
just
Beal
because
like
of injuries. Like Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant both being injury prone. And then Devin Booker just sucking. Just being a terrible player. I'm just kidding.
What are the Clippers?
The Clippers are 8-7. They're at 9. The Timberwolves are 8-6. Grizzlies are 8-6. Nuggets 7-5 at 6.
What's the Lakers?
Kings 8-7 at 10. Dallas 7-7 at 11. Dallas definitely had a rough start, but they have had a whole bunch of injuries. They're getting players back. PJ Washington's finally back. Derek Lively's finally back, and they've won 2 games in a row. So I think they'll bounce back and definitely be a top 5 team, no doubt, with them going to the finals last year. The Lakers are at number 3 at 9-4. They've won 5 games in a row. I really don't know how to feel with the Lakers. I root for the Lakers. I like to see LeBron play competitive basketball in his later years. But I don't know, man. J.J. Redick made the switch of taking D'Angelo Russell out of the starting lineup.
Putting Cam Reddish.
And putting Cam Reddish. They're going with more size and
Makes
having
sense.
LeBron play point guard. So that's, have a 6'8" point guard, which is always a good matchup. Like Dallas having Luka at 6'7", it makes a lot of cross matches and it makes a lot of complications when you're trying to guard them. So I think that's why the Lakers are having success. And with D'Angelo being kind of hot and cold, I think it's great to put him on the bench. But then it's like, if D'Angelo's on the bench, do you really have any minutes for Gabe Vincent? And you're paying him a decent amount of money to not even play.
Gabe Vincent and D'Angelo Russell getting traded in a package deal.
Austin Reeves has kind of been playing up and down. I think Anthony Davis has been playing good when he's playing.
He's jealous of Connect.
Connect has been a surprise. He's had a couple 20-point plus games off the bench. So shout out Dalton Connect for definitely playing way above your draft or what I thought you would do on this Laker team. Hachimura, I think, needs to play better. And then Vanderbilt, trade him. Train Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent for another player.
Train Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, and D'Angelo Russell.
Yes.
With some money in a package deal.
In a package and get and someone that'll actually contribute because not all those guys are going to play.
Exactly.
But Dallas will bounce back. I think the Warriors will fall. I think the Lakers could be anywhere from 3 to playing, depending on how it goes. The Timberwolves, I don't know, man. Seems like Julius Randle's starting to figure out his role, and he's playing pretty good. So we'll see if they can figure it out with their limited spacing. And then the Grizzlies, with John Moran actually healthy and playing back, but I think he got hurt again, but he might be back. I'll have to check on the Grizzlies, but we'll see. I mean, they were really competitive when Ja was healthy, and they do have Defensive Player of the Year that won before Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah.
That's what you're telling me about?
My coach is talking about Silver Surfer. We'll probably talk about that next week.
Disrespectful.
And the Clippers, man, are actually playing pretty decent with their handful of role players and the older James Harden. Zubac, of course, has been good. They got Terrence Mann and Batum. And
I'm surprised the Platoon is still playing. And
Norman Powell
Kai Jones
lighting it up. And Kai Jones actually looking really good after going from the insane asylum to the highlight factory. We got love for you, Kai Jones.
But with that, and James Harden now becoming number 2 in all-time 3-pointers.
It's crazy that Ray Allen is number 3 when he came from an era when like 3-point shooters were shooting like 4 3-pointers a game instead of like guys like Luka and Curry and James that shoot like 8 to 12 3-pointers a game.
I really think it was like a run of at least like 2 or 3 years where I didn't watch any Supersonics games. So I didn't watch any of his games to see what he was doing. But I also like Rashad Lewis. I liked him a lot better. I don't know why. But
Why didn't you like Ray Allen?
I love Ray Allen.
You said you didn't watch him for a couple years.
I didn't care for their games. I didn't care for Seattle games.
This man doesn't love basketball.
I didn't care. Oh, whatever. You don't even lies. You don't even watch what team you don't watch? You don't watch
team?
Piston games.
Watch what?
Piston games.
No. Pistons suck.
Horrible.
They did my boy Stuckey bad. Never forget.
They did it right.
And my boy Brandon Jennings. Never forget.
Never forget. But y'all coming down.
Dame's number 4 and Reggie Miller's number 5. So shout out Ray Allen and Reggie Miller for being the godfathers of the 3-pointer and being top 5 coming from eras where a volume 3-point shooter was shooting 3 to 5 a game.
And you know it's really not even fair the way Steph Curry does it, because even though Steph Curry's I don't think does Steph Curry and Dame have the same. They don't have the same game. And Steph Curry like runs around, like if he doesn't have the ball, he'll like run around, picks and everything, and shoot off ball threes.
Dame is step backs. I always call Dame Lillard a poor man's Steph Curry because like he had to have the ball in his hands rather than running off screens, and he still did some off screen stuff, but like I don't feel like he ever made it at that level.
And I feel like between James Harden and Dame Lillard, Dame Lillard is basically what James Harden would be at if he shot accurate threes, because he got this many threes because
Dame
Lillard
threw up. Is just a short James Harden.
More accurate short James Harden, because he'll shoot threes, like he'll shoot 10 threes and he'll make like 7.
Dame usually shoots in like the high 30s, low 40s. So yeah, he's accurate than most when it comes to threes.
And then James
had years where he's been up or down. Like he's been like league average at 35, and then he's also been in the low 40s. What's crazy is Steph is having most of his career has been between 45 and 50% from 3, which is ridiculous, especially with the threes that he's taking.
True. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this NBA season. How is it going so far? Do y'all believe in the Cavs? Are they going all the way to the championship game? Will they beat Boston and Philly? And how about James Harden and the Clippers? Will they ever get it right? I mean, is Kawhi Leonard gonna play? Is he ever gonna play?
The answer would be no.
I believe it.
He'll suit up in a month. He'll play for a week and be like, nah, dog.
I believe it.
My leg hurts again.
But you already know what time it is. It's time for new music of the week, man. New Music Monday. We got Gohan looking down at everybody like
looking from Kami's lookout.
Exactly.
But we got music mix number 5.
Big Moochie
Great. My co-host and I didn't actually add any new music to Music 5 this week, but so we promise you this week I'm gonna at least add 5 to 10 songs. Make sure you check out Music Mix 1 through 4. They all got all kinds of views, and Music Mix 5 is the newest one. So don't always go listen to 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 got like crazy views. Y'all need to make sure you're still clicking on Music Mix 3, 4, and 5 if you want some tunes while you're chilling. But let's see what went ahead and came out. We got some Young Moody, Lil Baby single.
Yeah, we got the
couple singles.
I didn't listen to that Corday. I keep forgetting about that Corday. That Lil Baby couple singles dropped. Yeah, we heard that. We actually did a music reaction to one of them.
Roy and Quavo, Lil Nasty X, your favorite artist.
I didn't know he dropped that. That's why they were talking about him. G Perico dropped. J Crit dropped it with J Crit cool with 03 Greedo. I'm surprised about that.
That was a song.
But yeah, those are the songs that.
El Dorado Red, you still rapping?
Yeah, he back. He out of jail. He rapping again.
That's crazy.
But moving on, man. Quando Rondo, yeah,
your girlfriend.
Horrible. But moving on, my pick, Maxwell Cream, dropped his new album. Yeah, I definitely need to listen to this album. It actually is quite surprising. He did. He actually has a song with Tyler the Creator. He actually been coming out talking about how cool he is actually with Tyler the Creator. That probably explains to me why his beat selection is pretty dope in this whole album. I gotta give hands down rating out of 1 out of 10. I give it like a 7.5 or an 8. It's the name of the album is called Personification. That's the name of the song. It's 14 tracks. You got Denzel Curry on it. The Mexican OT is on it. You got Zero. He got Rod 49, Skilla Baby, Big Ass the Plug, Hit Boy, Tyler the Creator, of course. But y'all definitely need to check this out, man. It's a great album. That's my pick of the week. And then my co-host, he picked.
I picked Young Nudie. Definitely coming back with the Nintendo Beats. He dropped an album. Been listening to that. Definitely a lot of playlist worthy songs. Let me go ahead and see. Yeah, like songs like Loaded, Save Myself, featuring Baby Drill and Force Line.
Baby Drill
are some of my favorites. But yeah, he's got a whole bunch of songs, 16 songs to be exact. And yeah, check it out. I think the features are just what? Is Baby Drill the only feature? Yes, sir.
Features on there? I mean, did he show it?
Comment down below.
Yeah, I don't think he had any other features on
I don't
there.
know at the top of my head, you know, because some artists will like my guy said, put a song on and they have a feature, but they don't list it. Let us know if I missed anyone else who's on the album. But the only one listed is Baby Drill.
So yeah, definitely need to check that out. Also, you need to go ahead and hop over there to our Twitter, man. I'm tweeting a lot more, especially on football days when I'm getting into it. You know, I got a couple people that they actually have me sign up for their notifications. So every time I drop anything that deals with sports or anything they like, they retweet it, they heart it. So I'm getting up there. I'm getting these subscribers.
You ain't as big as Hollywood. You don't got people wearing your shirts.
I'm gonna get down. Also, man, subscribe to the page, man. Subscribe to the YouTube page, man. We are monetized on this page now, man. Hallelujah. Thank you. Jesus has 3 pages. We monetized on. A lot of people.
Yeah, we you know, fully monetized on 3 pages. And so keep on supporting so we can get our 4th channel fully monetized.
Ooh, the gaming
channel, get that fully monetized.
Yeah, I feel like the gaming channel is going to be a lot easier if we just did it. Because it's like we drop a video and then we turn around and turn back again. But we got like 50 subscribers.
Like, yeah, we need to drop more content. We need to drop some more reactions also that are maybe TFTC gaming exclusives. So check it out. We might do some like gaming reactions, like, you know, like gaming trailers.
Definitely gaming trailers. Like, but also you need to go ahead and hop over there on our TikTok, man, our TikTok page and the IG page, man. Tales from the Crib on TikTok, Crib Reactions on IG, Tales from the Crib 210 on IG, man. Make sure you check those out. We definitely be dropping on that every day. We dropping something on there on both of the pages. Also, make sure y'all check out tomorrow's episode. We got TFTC Sports with Real Good _ Doty. Week number 11 that we will number 12. I'm tripping. Week number 12 we will be talking about. Watch me talk about my Eagles, how we dominated. Watch how my co-host Papa Oblock glowed about the Ravens smacking the Ravens. I mean, the
Steelers smacking the Ravens. Yeah,
exactly. And you know,
who y'all play next?
Our next game, the Rams.
Y'all play the Rams?
I think we play the Rams.
It might be sweaty.
Nah, it's sweaty. We winning that. I told you.
We play the Browns.
Ooh, you gonna bet on that one?
Yeah. James Winston going down. They lost to the Saints. That's pitiful.
I got the Browns winning, man. But hey, this your boy Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande Chico 2 times. Thanks for tuning in. Tales from the Crib, episode 182. Make sure you're locked in with us. We are dropping every Tuesday the podcast. Every Wednesday is the NFL Weekly podcast, weekly picks and bets. So make sure you tune into that with our boy Real Good _ Doty. But it is Chico Grande Chico 2 times, Felix Supreme 305. We will see you next week or tomorrow if you're watching football.